I think the Lannister and
go ahead.
yeah, I think the Lannister and Martell team effort is going to be really interesting to see how their decks complement each other, because they have a lot of control built into their decks, and as long as they can have a decent card draw, controlling the envelopes, which they're already incentivized to do, having those cards in hand to shut down units and shut down cards in the case of counterplot, it's going to be super important for their gameplay. And I think having two control factions like Martells and Lannisters working together is going to be pretty hard to defend against from just a card output.
Yeah, I definitely think that they're a 100%. The draw factor for Martells is such like a non-existent thing where you don't have to pray to get a really good card, because all of them are just the control on the Martell cards is so good. But I hope that the mobility cards in Brotherhood without banner can kind of fill the void that is going to happen. And another thing is I remember prepping a situation where we would have to go up against Water Gardens, but I think it is a very good decision from both Martell and Lannister not to bring Water Gardens, because it would shaft the Lannister cards for half the game. And I think them not bringing Water Gardens was a massive...
Such a zone-reliant faction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting that you say that, because it seems like from a list-building perspective, the other team, the Northern team, I'm going to call them, the Northern team seem to bank with 4 NCUs on that zone being there. And so now how much is that going to hurt them?
I don't think it's going to be that big of a hit, because then they just have a free pass at an NCU. And the NCU that they brought doesn't have much value besides the healing factor, which they don't ever have to place that NCU on the board, and they can still benefit from getting a pass and by getting
and what NCU is that? Is that Ghost of Hightower or something?
No, that is Ravella Smallwood. Or yes, okay. Ravella. So we came to the consensus that we didn't really want her on the table other than to be a sacrifice for if they brought poison. If they brought the Martell for poison, it was going to be a sacrifice, because she's not the greatest in our opinion. However, even if she did get poisoned, we would still be able to burn through her heal tokens.
Yeah. Smart. As a Stark main hotshot, what gets you most excited about teaming up with Brotherhood? What are you most excited about in their toolkit to help the Starks?
I think that
I read that whole thing. I'm not
mostly their mobility that just adds on top of Starks. I wasn't really the biggest fan about the cards necessarily. I know the deck for Brotherhood without banners is really good, but being able to have a 4.12 wound unit who can give an extra attack die on top of great axes and bastard girls, I thought was just like that was the big pair up, is the actual units that Brotherhood can bring, and their men-at-arms are such a great hold the line. You can plant them on an objective and just never really look at them, especially with the attachment that we've included into them, which is Gendry. So if the Northern team can hold the crown for a majority of the game, if they start round 1 or round 2, then I think that it's best for them to start on round 2 so that they can get the crown on rounds that really matter, and it would negate the Lannister deck from having the crown advantages.
We're just gonna have to think about it.
Okay, I assume that's in their notes. I'm gonna go in there and check on them and see if we can get you
most definitely be in their notes.
You freaking monsters.
All right, there they did the roll off. North rolls 1, South rolls a 2, which means South must place that first werewood because they're fighting in Winterfell, and then we're gonna see 3 player's choice pieces of terrain come out. So let's see where those end up.
I'll just do it.
There.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Immediately doubting. You want there?
Yeah, we talked about it like 2 weeks ago now.
Looks like a center control werewood coming out. See how the
This is
North
from the-
responds.
From the Martells and Lannisters, which is interesting because you wouldn't think to put the morale bonus right in the center, especially against Lannisters who thrive off the panic game.
Yeah, I think they're
Yes.
really helping the northern faction by putting that centered off.
Yeah,
Maybe there's a
especially-
thought press to it.
Yeah.
To me, it kind of indicates that they expect to get to the center first and that they want to hold.
Go for it.
I'd imagine that they're going to be using the Doran Aereo March to their advantage, but he is in Sand Skirmisher, so if he gets locked down by either one of the Northern Elite teams, it's going to be a wipe for Sand Skirmishers. Especially if it is the Axemen and Bastard Girls tandem.
What is that coming out? Is that another werewood opposite side?
Was it supposed to be?
That
trees
is-
or werewood?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like a second werewood coming out from the north.
That is. Oh, they're replacing it.
Nice.
I think it's this forest. When I was talking to these
You
guys
might be
about,
getting notes from their coach here.
Yep, there it is.
No notes
so
from our
it-
coach, from the guy who read the plan.
yeah. So
Where are you thinking the creatures are?
Well, I mean, think about where we're gonna line up our. Yeah, think about where we're gonna line up our guys who are gonna be moving all this.
It's-
One of the double hit.
From the Southern Army build, it's clear that the Lannisters are the anvil and Martell's the hammer,
We have.
because the Martell's armor is going to be paper thin,
Absolutely.
whereas the Lannisters are going to be able to march and hold.
A welcome
I think-
continuum.
That our archers can
Yeah.
see through them and there's.
Correct. Lost line of sight. Yeah.
So,
Oh, it's just flipped.
But it also slows down our.
oh, would you look at that? They got the Stark printout
Somewhere earlier. Somewhere
on the table.
Lost
They're reviewing my
Where
secrets.
our archers are at in the setup.
Where I think the Stark list and the Brotherhood, not that the Brotherhood have really
Yeah.
many defensive units, are lacking in armor. The Queen's Men, I think,
They are
will be
lacking in
their
armor,
That's-
but
I apologize.
find
That's,
that they,
that's
have
not the
crazy
right
strong
Brotherhood
healing.
list. I apologize. That's not the Brotherhood list.
he may be
Griffin.
using some proxies.
That's fine.
The list I posted in general. That's my suggestion for them. They didn't use that. I apologize.
Okay.
They have a different list.
Yeah, this is a list. Oh, I see. One that you
Yeah.
posted right now.
Yeah, so the Stark list is accurate. Martell and Lannister is accurate. The Brotherhood is my suggestion. That's out of date. That's not what they decided to bring. I
Yeah,
apologize about posting that.
Just trying to figure out what these people are playing.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think
Now, just to go back, Griffin, you were breaking down what it looks like the Southern strategy is to you. You're saying Lannisters solid up front, and then Martell's shooting behind.
Absolutely. If I was Lannisters, I would be aiming to get on those objectives and sit them there. You put the Lannister guardsmen on the close objective, and you just kind of forget about them. Whereas the Casterly Rock Honor Guard, probably you march them up the center and just duke it out, because they can take hits, and Sir Robert Strong I'd put straight up the center. He's going to be able to hold against most things and give back whatever he takes.
okay, John, what else are we doing?
My caveat with them marching the honor guard up as the anvil to try and block as many hits is there is specifically a design team that is headhunting Gregor or Robert Strong, Gregor, our undead buddy, and
All over there?
that unit of Cashley Rock
Whoa,
honor guard.
spoilers, hot shot. Okay,
Oh.
not everyone knows.
There is some New Orleans Saints. If you kill this guy and knock him out of the game, you will get paid. Like we have some headhunting bounties on the field, and
Does not look like.
but yes, real quick, Griffin, I'll post the
Real green here, Sam.
Brotherhood list for you.
Sure. I think with the double Skyreach Bowman. I probably end up putting that as my second line.
It's real
leaving
green
them,
right here.
Between
Need some white
the
spray paint.
Casterly Rock Honor Guard, and then I'd hang the Sand Skirmishers and the Starfall Knights towards the flanks,
Interesting.
looking at anyone who anyone who gets engaged quickly to double tap them.
We're doing this.
Is that good?
Is this
Like,
is this mine?
it's yours, yeah.
Now, the unit I'd be most concerned to take out as the Southern people would be obviously the Codecast, but I don't think they're going away very easily. But the House-Umbered Great Axes are a little more fragile and also a very scary offensive unit for these 3+ armor people if they don't roll any defensive saves. So I would be definitely focusing a lot of firepower on them.
That definitely seems like it's the smart priority target for Skyreach Bowman if they can get it lined up in deployment properly.
All right, we're ready.
And that's why positioning on the southern side is in my opinion more important than the north, because if they position one of the headhunted units where the Starks are going to benefit from the forest, it's going to be a major blunder from the southern team, because you're going to take Great Axes who have Roderick Cassell Commander, which gives them an extra attack die with boldness and courage, so they're going to be hitting on 7 dice with vicious, and you have to roll 6s, which will devastate a Casterly Rock Honor Guard off a charge. And then on top of that, the teammate of the Axemen, whichever other 7-point elite unit that is, can clean up and wipe that unit from the board. So if Starks benefit from their cards the way Simon has designed it to, which means they're drawing the instant charge or the reroll charge die round 1 and getting it off round 2, I think we're going to see a major push from the northern team to eliminate those Casterly Rock Honor Guard.
I think you're absolutely right. I'm going to run in and show these objective cards real quick.
Well, I do really agree, Griffin. I think the Martell and Lannister cards will be a major impact in this game. Same thing with the NCU play. Even though the Lannisters and Martells are outnumbered, I think they still have the better NCU abilities compared to what the northern team is bringing. Because they're going to have to be really pivotal, and they have to be really accurate with how they played Howland Reed for him to even be worth the points that he costed. Because that -1 to hit will be really good, but if it's not used correctly, then it's useless.
I agree. I think
100%.
also the timing of Tywin is going to be like a make or break. If they could shut down the axes,
What was
for example, would be like a very pivotal, like, lose all abilities for the round. Yeah, I think the Lannister and Martells do have a possibility of winning, but it's going to be down to their positioning and their timing and how they play that tempo.
Do you want it like that?
Yeah, and with Starks bringing Roderick Cassell, who I think is an extremely underrated commander for the faction with his cards, combat prowess, if there are enough tokens on the board and Sansa is used correctly to redraw combat prowess, then Kevin's cards are going to be shut down, and that's going to be really great to keep the abilities on the offensive units. Because some of Kevin's cards where they cancel abilities is really going to hamper the damage output of the list that Starks has brought. Which in reality, the Stark list is
Tell me your guys again.
is the offensive, the boxer, while the Brotherhood list is there to be the shield. So I guess the Starks are the sword. I don't know why I said boxer, and the Brotherhood is the shield. And if they don't use combat prowess correctly, then Lannisters are going to be at an advantage.
So have we got the final terrain down?
It looks like a forest, 2 weirwood, and I think that's a low wall. I think that is the terrain they're working with.
Look at your setup.
All right, it looks like the Southern team won the roll-off and has elected to go first in round 1.
That helps Starks a lot. I believe that Starks helps Starks a ton. If they're able to push and get into combat round 2 at the very beginning, it's going to be very
The
good.
first deployment.
I'm thinking that that's just a counter or an attempted counter to outflank.
I don't know.
Not sure why else they would do that.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that too.
To seed first player, you're saying?
Maybe unless we're this is
So the
yeah, so-
South is going to be player 1 in round 1.
Okay, and they won the die roll, or they
won. Yes, they elected that.
I mean, I think player 1 is a fairly smart
you know you're
choice
not playing,
if
right?
you can play patiently. Because if
we don't either.
you get the
Maybe
envelope if you want, or the horse to deny it to your enemy, and then the real
if you have, like,
challenge will be to not marching that far. If you run forward with these units, you're giving them a round 2 easy engagement. But I think at this point, especially when the victory points matter less amount in this specific battle, in round 2, 3, 4, I would want to hold back on and maybe just get the back 2 objectives and basically siege the center.
I'm in agreement with that. I think that's the best decision that Lannister or the Southern team can take since they're starting round 1. If they push up too much, they will have set themselves up for possible auto charges from the Southern team or from the Northern team, and that is not what they want to get involved with. Especially if they run into those axemen, where it could be double, triple sundering because you need to roll 6s. Even the guardsmen, which I do not believe in any world will be at the front of this Lannister push. If they are, then it's too slow, and then it does become an objective game. Starks don't want it to be an objective game; they want it to be a kill game. But if the Southern team is too slow, then it doesn't matter if they control 3 out of the 5. Then Starks are at an advantage if the guardsmen are leading this push.
Well,
Yeah, it seems to me that the real Southern hope here, the sort of long shot hope for a Southern victory, is to get all 3 points, the back 2 in the center, and then to get some early kills and just break the spirits of the Northerners.
Yeah, it seems they're really banking on the Skyreach Bowman, which I would too, unless you're going up against a unit or 2 that can possibly one-hit wipe your Castle Rock Honor Guard. And unfortunately, the Northern team has brought 1 or 2 units that could wipe a Castle Rock Honor Guard with a successful charge.
You're talking about the Tully Cav and the Great Axes, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm talking about Tully Cav and the Great Axes.
So I think the Tully Cav are the biggest threat to that because they can weather hits. I think the Great Axes, if they lose like 1 rank, 2 rank from bow fire before they get engaged, are less of a like, oh crap, my unit just deflated.
So yeah, I agree with you, but the Great Axes aren't just naked. They do have 7.65. So even if they're dropped a rank, they're still hitting as hard as they normally would, which I do agree with you. If they get locked in combat, it's not going to be fun. But with the game plan, granted, I know the game plan, you don't, which is unfortunate.
Yep.
There is going to be another variable that the Lannisters have to worry about if their game plan is followed.
I think,
without knowing the game plan, to me, it just seems like that narrow sliver of hope is an early kill on either a Great Axe unit or, if possible, the Tully Cavaliers.
I wouldn't be enthused about the thought of killing a Tully Cav as my main way of winning. Those guys are tanks. I would be going for the Great Axes personally, and hoping that I can engage the Tully Cav in a way that makes it hard for them to retreat.
I think Starfall Knights, if they can get in a pretty decent, somewhat open, like not open field charge, obviously there's going to be a risk of them getting shot by the Northern Archers or even flanked by Bolton Bastard Girls with 6 speed. But I think the Starfall Knights are one of the bigger threats to the Axemen, purely because of the Lance Cav addition to dice. So if they're defending on 5s and you get a really great re-rolled Starfall Knight charge in there, I think that would be a great way to handle the Axemen. But I think they don't want to risk it if the Knights are threatened by not only Tully Cavaliers, but also Brotherhood Sworn Knights, because the Starfall Knights lose that. They lose that fight no matter what.
Absolutely. If they make it to melee, it's going to be game over for the South in short order, it seems.
It kind of makes me wonder.
Go ahead.
It kind of makes me wonder if maneuverability is the name of the game. I think if I was the Southern player, I would be more willing to sacrifice my honor guard if it opens up double shots from bowmen, or even shots from bowmen and a charge from skirmishers. I think that would be the tandem play there, is to bog down as many of those hard-hitting, dangerous units that the North has, and then capitalizing with the range and the flank advantage with skirmishers and bowmen because of the maneuverability. But that has a lot of variables that could cause it to not be successful, depending on how well the Starks roll in if they get the cards off.
One of those variables, and this is just a weakness of in the base game, the traditional game that we all like to play, 40-point lists, whatever, even to 30-point lists, maneuverability and movement more often than not wins games. I mean, that is like the stat you want. If you ask, especially Leon, right? He preaches that sermon every time you talk to him. However, with these high point lists, you get clogged up, and movement a lot of times can count for little to nothing. So it'd be very interesting to see how that works out.
Especially when your opponent outnumbers you 3 to 4 units and they are able to position themselves where you will never get a flank charge. You are forced to charge somebody in the front. And even if you are the Cashley Rock Honor Guard, do you want to put yourself in a position where I can't flank charge you, but there are 2 Stark or Brotherhood units that will flank charge me if I get involved with that unit?
Yeah, I agree. I think the lack of positioning at this point scale hurts the Martells the most out of any of these factions. With their bowmen probably never going to proc those abilities, and the Starfall Knights not likely to get an easy flank charge.
Now, why do you say that? Why do you think that it would hurt them more than the Starks? Because oftentimes the Starks are also thought of as a mobility-reliant, mobility-focused faction.
Well, I think again the 2 main killers that we've talked about in the Starks are almost just as killy charging someone into the front of their face as they are in the flanker rear. Obviously, the Tully Cav are a little better flanker rear, but frankly, the Great Axes don't really care what side you're charging someone into.
Fair enough. That's a great
point. Defense saves anyway. It really would only impact the panic test.
And I think the other argument that can be made is the Brotherhood Without Banners deck pairs very well with an aggressive Stark list because of the extra movement that is granted in there. If they draw that card where I get a free march maneuver and I become weakened, if I'm first player, I'm using that card, getting a march out, and then I'm just taking the weakened token away with bags. And I have a 12-inch advantage on you. Do you want to march within charge range of my unit? Probably not. If it's Great Axes or Tully Cav or even Bastard Girls, because if you get shot by Bastard Girls, you're weakened, and then I'm charging you. Attack me, and sure you can hit on 3s and cancel all my abilities, but you're weakened, and weakened absolutely ruins offensive units in this game more than it doesn't. because that's just how rolling goes. But
Yeah, I think the Martells will probably be hit the hardest by the constrained mobility. I think their Sand Skirmishers, their Starfall Knights, their Skyreach Bowmen, they all want to be playing with this mobility stuff that is going to be really constrained by the fact that, oh, we're all going to be marching shoulder to shoulder down the field. Especially those Sand Skirmishers with the Doran Aereo pairing that would initially give them a march, but the Sand Skirmishers don't really want to be marching face to face against these this Stark faction, frankly.
I don't think the Sand Skirmishers want to be marching face to face with any of the offensive, actually, I'm just going to say any unit that the Northern faction has brought. Because if you get bogged down by peasants as Sand Skirmishers, you're going to get charged, and that Cav unit gets another dice. And that's just one more to knock down that Sand Skirmisher unit. So I think the Sand Skirmishers, I saw the idea of why they wanted to bring that unit, but I think they might actually be the downfall with Area Hota, because sure, you're going to get the free marcher maneuver action, but you might blunder and put them in a position where they are going to get charged and they are going to lose the battle.
Yeah, I think maybe a Sunspear Royal Guard would have benefited from this matchup, just in terms of like commander bunkers.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I think normal Martell Spearmen might have been a great choice for set for charge. I know they're not the greatest, but
well, I think Martell Spearmen maybe, but like one devastating impact will wipe them because they won't be able to use their order. And then, or winter is coming, excuse me. And then, yeah, I think the Sunspear Royal Guard, the shield wall, the fact that it still works against great axes, for instance.
Yep, that would have been a good one too. Yeah, but the other reason why I threw out the Martell Spearmen is because they do have tack reposition, which would help the Skyreach Bowman out a lot to get those hard to reach flank shots. Because frankly, I'm fine if you shoot me in the face with Skyreach Bowman. Sure, it's 7 dice on 3s, and if I haven't activated yet, then it gets even worse. But if
rerolls and boom.
I don't think you're getting flank shots until a unit is dead, and that you could start rolling.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I think they're not too worried about getting the flank yet.
Yeah, but the other teams are the Northern Archers can, even if there's units in front of them. They are being able to ignore units for line of sight in a situation where it's so bogged down that you could possibly get a flank shot off with
the bowmen?
both sides bowmans ignoring units and terrains. Yeah, the Northern Archers, both of the Brotherhood Archers and the Stark Bowmen ignore units and terrain for line of sight.
And there it is. That's Sir Robert Strong coming out on the left side for the south.
I thought you can't.
Is that on the side with the great axes?
I thought it was like a
Or no?
I believe now it is.
He's the pale white mini there.
I believe the great axes were just placed across from Robert Strong.
Okay. If I'm the Lannister player, I want to put the Sir Robert's. Is that great axes and Tilly Cav on the same side? Oof.
That is great axes, what appears to be bastard girls, and Brotherhood Knights. I think Tilly Cav are on outflank.
Okay, I think
that's correct.
The Great Axes and the Sir Robert Strong matchup is probably the matchup that I would have wanted as the Lannister player, because resilience works against the Great Axes.
Solid point.
You know, it will cut that in half at least.
Right. Now, the Great Axe Headhunter team is Great Axes and Bastard Girls, where if they use that resilience on a Bastard Girl shot, oh man, hopefully they fix that Bastard Girl layout. Otherwise, Rickard Karstark's gone.
They're just doing it for the miniatures. I'm sure.
They're doing it for the flavor. Flavor.
I'm sure the attachments are the last things that they'd remove anyway. But you don't want.
They don't want Rickard's calves being bit by that pit bull.
Master
Yeah.
Truce.
That makes sense. I kind of want to know what the theory of having the Tully Cav that far back.
I believe the Tully Cav are in outflank.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah,
That is where they're
off the board,
sitting,
yep.
but they're in outflank.
Yep, right. Okay, never mind. My concern is null and void.
All right, we got a card coming out, tactics card coming out. It looks like the first Rising Temps getting played here, and Rising Temps looks like going on Brotherhood Archers with Hot Pie in the back. Now, one huge strength of the Martells here is that, of course, at this point in the campaign, the Martells control Master of Laws. The Martells have Doran Martell as Master of Laws, meaning they have 1+1 to their hand size at the start of the game, as long as they don't have that from another source. So you got the Martell player with a hand of 4 tactics cards.
That's going to help them a lot. That's going to help them a ton. I think it might be a good game plan to get Rising Temps off of those archers. Probably now. No team is going to benefit from swords
Yes, it could be cool. Put them over here.
right now.
That would be cool to do that.
That'd be so cool. It would be.
Otherwise, those archers are
I
hindered
actually like the idea of
for a pretty long time, especially if they get to round 3 and 4 and they still have Rising Temps on them.
I wonder what the Lannister Martells will be claiming first, whether it's they replace with Doran on the swords, or if they want to just keep the envelope.
Then we're wasting.
Yeah, I think taking letters might be the best because not only can they hold 4, but I think they can hold 7 and 2 instead of or 6 instead of a max hand size of 5. It'll,
Leave them there.
6 Martell cards in one hand round 1 would be very.
Is it just Doran
Terrifying.
and
Terrifying is the word that comes to mind.
Yeah, it's absolutely horrific. However, if the Martells burn through their cards in round 1 and 2, I think is pivoting to an advantage for Starks. Did they just outflank and bring the Tully Cav in? Okay, so they did.
They did. They popped the outflank.
Someone who's gonna be fighting.
That left flank for the southern team, right flank for the northern team is pretty in the hands of the north now, with them deciding to bring the Tully Cav in.
This is for healing too.
Yeah, I
it's
think-
healing and it gives you.
I think this is a very much a long shot game for the South, of course.
Oh.
they need that going in.
Real smushy.
And right there is I think that breaks the morale of the Southern Army. If round 1 they got but the realm remains, and now that unit cannot have a condition token when it gets to that point. The not being able to weaken the Axemen because of the realm remains is going to be a huge advantage for the Starks. Unless they've just decided to throw that on Bastard Girls.
You wanna do horses?
Oh, it looks like they put it on Bastard Girls instead of the Axemen.
It is. Bastard Girls.
I think that might be a little bit of a blunder,
We just said that. You can't take.
but it's going to take quite a long time for them to get that condition token, or not condition token, that order token, to not gain condition tokens. I personally would have liked to see that card on Kingsmen or the Axes.
Oh, you sneaky guys! You move them into position with horses.
For the NCU lineup, is it just Tywin and Doran, or is there a third NCU?
I believe it is just Tywin and Doran.
It's Tywin and Doran. I think the Northerners brought 4.
Yep. It's Ravella, Hallen Reed, Sansa Stark, and Ghost of Highheart.
And is Water Gardens there?
No, because it's Commander Doran, so no Water Gardens. I believe if they brought Water Gardens, it would have absolutely destroyed half the game for Lannister cards. Because
No,
you wouldn't be.
I agree that was a good choice, and now that 4th NCU is mitigated a little bit. So
Absolutely, I agree.
it just becomes a pass token.
It does become a pass token, in which they can still benefit from her condition or the 2 order tokens that she has for healing.
And honestly, with the Brotherhood and the Stark list building bonuses, they had points to burn.
Yeah, I think if I knew they weren't bringing Water Gardens or the Poison NCU, I think I would have liked to see another Levy, just to not only act as a 12 wound block for a unit, but to hand out more more attack dice
Somewhere.
with gang up. I think another gang up would have been really successful in this list, but we're running out of space on the deployment board.
Stop that guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if a peasant levy would actually see any action until what, round 4?
The weakest button.
I don't know. Like they,
Yeah.
a unit directly in front of them would have to die, and then they'd be able to charge in.
Yeah, I think we would have definitely can't run into some space issues, but
That's our turn.
then they could have had an extra levy just sit on an objective on the right or left hand side on the flanks.
Sure. Yeah, with some horses in front of them to go charging.
Yep.
I think if I'm Martell's Lannisters, I bring the Starfall Outriders to the other side in this round of positioning. I think the other side will probably need it more.
Those are actually knights.
Yeah, Starfall Knights, yeah, the Lance Cav.
Starfall Knights, yeah.
I think they definitely need the support. However, if those knights get caught, they're absolutely probably one of the worst, not one of, they're probably the worst Lance Cav purely because their armor value is lower than Tully Cavs is. But I think if they can get a support charge in, aiding either the guardsman or the Casterly Rock Honor Guard, it'll be really good to help out that flank because
Yeah, I wouldn't engage them until one of the Casterly Rock guards or the Lannister guards is already engaged. I would wait for basically all of the melee units over there to be engaged with people, and that's when I would run them in.
Yeah, I agree. I also think that southern flank for the Southern Army that is made up of archers and skirmishers is severely at a disadvantage if the Stark infantry can
Not
get
as
up
much
here
as a
quickly.
disadvantage as it would be if it was on the double Cav side.
Yeah, if it was on the double Cav side, it would be even worse, but I don't think that there's enough protection to keep those archers out of melee combat.
No, I agree, but I think if they're smart, all they do is move up like just barely.
Marching peasants.
I wouldn't even move up onto that short objective at this point. Like you just like seed that whole flank and then maneuver them back closer to
We're seeing
center.
peasants march up onto that
just kind of-
objective now.
Yeah, I think if I'm the Stark players, I think I don't even interact with those archers until they get within range of firing. However, is that a low wall or is that a palisade that they're marching up to? If that's a
That is a low
palisade,
wall.
okay. So
Your turn.
yeah, if that was a palisade, those peasant levies would be having a field day. All that they would need to do is pivot just a little bit to be completely behind it. But I think leaving those archers and the sand skirmishers so unprotected, like the protection is a sand skirmisher or a Starfall Knight, and I don't think the Starfall Knights will be staying there very long if the Lannisters are smart enough. That might be a very, very
Catastrophic
horrible term.
fail.
Say not smart enough, but it might be a blunder.
Free fumble.
Yeah, I think that is foretelling of what is soon to happen.
Yeah, if they're
Early prediction.
They also have
yeah, I think them pushing up that far already is not advantageous.
I think you just take it slower, especially with all these points on the field. You especially with the lower units, the paper thin armor. You really have to be like working to make opportunities where you can attack and they don't. So if you go up that far, it's rough, especially when you got 5+ armor or something like that.
To the point where that low wall, you getting +1 armor. If they're on, I think they're on 6s. I could be wrong. Let me check.
Yeah, I believe Skyridge Bowman are.
If you're on 6s, they are indeed on six armor. I am charging through that low wall with those peasants, and I'm accepting the you get 5 up defense. I'm locking that unit down.
We also all the way to the
I don't. don't know if I would advise going up that far, but you know that you project some force, I guess.
Yeah, show of
And on the
force.
flip side, Southern units have to go big or go home.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with
All units.
I think in this situation, I think the game plan is they're following it to a T with deployment 2, because I gave them 1 and 2 for deployment ideas. Obviously, you know, they're free to change however they wanted to, but they're definitely going with the game plan. I think the game plan is aggression because they field enough extra units to take objectives while the kill teams can still do their job. So I as a hopeful for the northern team to win this, I want those archers and skirmishers to push up and be aggressive because we have the maneuverability cards and the charge reroll cards, which if they're in their hands,
Come to my side.
they have just killed those skirmishers and archers if they push up too far.
no, I agree with you. I am rooting for the underdogs in this situation,
But if that was your desire, I'm
and
sure it's right.
I wish they didn't pivot the bowmen in that way. They can't retreat off the board now.
Nope, and if they move those sand skirmishers up too far, they retreat block themselves too.
From this side, it looked
Well,
like
no,
So-
I mean, if they can't retreat backwards now, they would have to retreat sideways towards the center.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is if they march up those, I believe it's bowmen and then skirmishers, or it's skirmishers and then bowmen. Either way, if they move that second unit up, they've essentially blocked themselves from a retreat. They might be able
The
to.
middle unit is skirmishers between 2
Yeah,
skirmishers.
if they move those skirmishers up, they will effectively retreat block themselves. They might be able to get away with 1 inch, a 1 inch retreat.
How close
But-
No, they wouldn't be able to if the peasant levy fully aligns.
Right, that's a good point. So did they maneuver those levies haven't activated yet? If they haven't yet activated yet, I would charge them.
2-inch shift.
Oh,
I
they're
believe
getting
the levies have activated.
okay.
The
Well, they're
levies have
getting,
activated.
it seems they're giving the 2-inch shift to the
They're
levies.
getting a switch shift. That's right.
Yeah. They're counter plotting.
And
Trying.
plotting out the shift.
I think I would be I'm loving that play right there.
And successful counterplot on a roll, no shift.
I'm loving that. I think that's a waste of counter plot. Lannisters can't get that back. They wasted it on a 2-inch shift. I'm loving that for the northern
I'm
team
also
there.
confused as to like what that 2-inch shift would have done.
Yeah, I
I would have
don't
put them in
know.
range to destroy the low wall that they were trying to.
What do you want to do?
Right, but even so, I still think I'm taking the
Yeah,
bowman
the
get
low
1 up
wall,
defense.
low wall doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, it's not.
Especially once you're engaged, like it doesn't do anything else.
Sure.
It's not that big of a deal.
I didn't pivot these guys, so you might not be able to.
Yeah, and a counterplot you save for like winter is coming or devastating impact or assault orders.
Yeah, I think that was a great. If that was not planned, or if that was planned, oh hey, if they have counterplay or counterplot, they might waste it on this.
so what we're gonna
If that was planned, that's amazing card play by the northern team. But I know it wasn't planned, so
I mean, I don't know. I think,
Makes sense.
yeah, but
Just don't throw the.
that's definitely like something I hold in my hand until like somebody's about to like F me up with their cards. I don't know if I use that
Can't do that.
on a swift reposition unless
yeah, because if
I get out of line of sight when I really need it. But
yeah, I agree. I think I would have saved that if Northern Ferocity with the great axes. I think that would be you definitely need to get rid of that.
And if they move someone
Or even on the Kingsman, a winner is coming on the
yeah,
Kingsman.
especially when I don't have like a Tyrion like counter strategy.
Okay.
pretty tanky. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, in order for counter strategy. Yep.
Yeah, so that's definitely like I think not a great play there, but you
Got
know
the
we'll
Kingsman marching up
see how
here.
it develops.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see those Kingsmen pivot just a little bit to open up for their teammates there.
For
the team?
Yeah, I mean, for the archer's sake, I hope they don't.
Martells can help take in the swords.
I think they're fairly march blocked.
I think our Kingsmen are about to get shot in the flank here. Perhaps.
Ilaria will give. What is these guys' defense?
4. Well, I control crown, so it's 3.
Yeah, I think they're probably in the front arc where they are.
5, 6.
I also think if Gendry is in there, they are on 3-up defense with improved
That's right.
defense.
He just let him know that.
Yep. So I don't think I think it might be arguable that that's in the front. That might not be a flank. But even then, a 4-up flank shot I think is really good to take for the Kingsmen. I'd rather take a 4-up.
Kingsman taking a weekend here.
And then we'll fire on these dudes.
And shooting into the peasants.
Shooting the peasants.
Spearboard.
That makes sense.
I think there's enough healing that these peasants can take it, but I don't want the peasants to sit there and just take getting shots.
Well, they already activated.
Oh, I see.
Damn. Only 3.
That's really good.
1, 4.
That attack roll on these bowmen, just 4 hits.
All hits.
And no blocks, they all make it through.
Panic check and modifier.
Yeah, I think if I'm Brotherhood, I'm gonna charge that archer unit with peasants.
Alright.
I think peasants win that.
Pass.
Okay.
Well, especially when the bowmen can't retreat. Like, that's if they hadn't pivoted, they'd still be able to retreat just fine.
Yep.
In which case, I feel more comfortable, like maybe accepting a peasant attack. Not that they needed to go up that far, but
Yeah, it seems like they're doing it. Again, they're 2 and shift after the shot, or what? Oh no, they're just grabbing the tactics card or objective
I'll
card.
give you permission to touch my hands.
Just grab
But
me
yeah, I think if I'm Starks or Brother, if I'm the Northern team, I'm charging that with the peasants and I'm locking them down.
How much is an advisor?
yeah, especially when they can't move. Otherwise, I definitely makes sense.
Yeah, and then if they're bogged down, then the Stark bowmen can get a really good shot as well.
And we've got Winterfell Guard with the champion marching up here.
With the 6-up morale of the Brotherhood, I think I'm more than confident shooting my own guys in the back, the peasants.
Just playing it. Winterfell Guard activated.
Yeah, I think that the bowman unit is not going to survive round 2.
You don't pass them around.
Would be my guess.
Yeah, the archers.
Your guys.
Though I don't know if they could be double engaged. If that
think
pet
there's-
levy would probably
might be
hang off the side of the board.
Yeah, there might be a little misremembering of.
Hang on, what's your question? Hotshot and Griffin, you guys see a rules issue or something?
Yeah, I don't think the Winterfell guards have anything that force a morale test and then you become vulnerable.
It sounds like it's a Brotherhood tactics card.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yep.
Brotherhood, yeah, it's a Brotherhood tactics card.
You want me to use manners too?
Everybody,
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not
yes, you can
concerned
come
with the
to the-
rules from our vantage point. We're
Yeah.
just commentating.
And the
on what
Lannisters are
we-
going to drop a hear me roar on that.
Fair enough. So, the hear me roar on a morale test is interesting. You normally want to save those for panic tests.
am I close enough?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Especially because it won't do
So it
damage,
doesn't.
as I recall,
Yeah, if it's a morale test, I don't think they take wounds.
on the hear me roars.
Yeah.
That's correct. They won't take wounds. It's just
You want-
nerfing.
Since I'm close to the tree, it would just put it back to normal.
Yep, fine.
Do you want to use that card still? Knowing that I'm close enough to the tree?
I think I gotta restart my Discord here. The server's lagging. I'll be back in just a moment.
They suffer one wound.
Target's 4.
Okay.
The hear me roar is getting taken back. Not playing hear me roar.
Pass.
That's fair.
You don't have to-
Yeah,
That's so
I
confusing. I didn't realize you
what
were
I'd end up doing there.
Yeah, you guys. Come on, roll. John, it's you. Oh, okay.
Two tokens coming out there on the forward Skyreach bowman.
I am gonna have to log off. It's getting kind of late on the Eastern coast.
That was-
So
that's
take
amazing.
care, everyone, and good luck
What
to
a
this
read.
climactic battle.
You have a good one. It was good having you.
On camera.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, Justin. Have a good one.
All right, skirmishers.
It looks like they're angling to try and get flank shots.
All the archers.
If the Starks and Brotherhood are too aggressive, but I think they've already moved up too close.
Yeah, a valid concern.
And Sam,
What's up?
forgot what I was gonna ask actually. Oh yeah, do you want to be privy to the information of the Northern game plan now,
Yes,
or would you?
absolutely. You are
Right.
in earbuds, so you're clear
Yes.
to go.
So during the discussion of what the game plan was going to be, I brought up the point that they were probably going to bring at least double Casterly Rock Honor Guard, which they did. They brought triple. And there was no sense in bringing a defensive unit that was just going to get shut down. And I brought attention to these two new players. With they might have known or may not, but the double charge strat. Looking at Starks, there are enough elite units to pair together that hit hard enough where if you can get a double charge off, you will wipe a unit. And with the point advantage and the ability to bring Kingsmen, Brotherhood could also pair very well with a Stark elite unit. So the idea is we have 3 elite pairings, which are Brotherhood Knights, Tully Cavaliers, which, by the way, Tully Cav could probably wipe a unit by itself, but now you're just guaranteeing it with
Absolutely.
the Brotherhood Knights. And then we have Kingsmen and Winterfell Guards. The Kingsmen have, or the Winterfell Guards have Criplo Precision and I believe it's Furious Charge. Or not Furious Charge. I think your opponent becomes vulnerable when you're charged with the Winterfell champion. But so we paired elite units with keywords with elite units that may or may not have keywords but hit on 3s. So the idea for the headhunting teams was to pair elite units with other elite units that could fill the missing keywords, or just benefit from charge effects.
Hotshot, I need you to say the end part again. So I heard the 3 pairs.
Yeah, so essentially it was pairing elite units with guaranteed keywords, such as the Winterfell Guards, with units that we could give keywords to finish off a unit with a second charge. So you'll notice Rickard
cards.
through attachments. So you'll notice the Brotherhood or the Bolton Bastard Girls have Rickard Karstark. He is giving them Sundering and Crit Blow. So Rickard Karstark could essentially get off 3 charges. And even though they're suffering wounds through Stark Fury, the vicious Sundering and Crit Blow on Bolton's Bastard Girls is going to finish off whatever Axemen with essentially double or triple Sundering and Vicious can't finish off.
Brutal.
So if the Axemen deal 8 wounds, it's almost a guarantee that with a charging volley and a Rickard Karstark Fury melee attack, that unit is gone, whether it has 3 defense or not, because we paired enough keywords to break down the Casterly Rock defense, which is only 3. So I essentially made all the elite pairings only to counter Casterly Rock Honor Guard.
Which in a triple CRHD setting is ideal.
Yeah, and then there are enough like peasants and the men-at-arms and archers. So the archers are literally just to clean up whatever unit needs help is the game plan. And the men-at-arms and peasants are either to hold objectives and block flank charges, or to just soak up damage from archers, which it seems like they're going to be doing. But if I was Brotherhood, I'm charging that unit of archers that is singled out there. And now they're not flank or retreat blocked yet because of the maneuver that the skirmishers made, but it's still a rough spot where if they are going to retreat, now they're in the line of fire of Kingsmen and Winterfell Guards.
That is nasty. Looks like Starfall Knights moving up to support the right flank there. Doesn't let him take in a bag seal.
So I'm kind of curious about the terrain selection and layout, Because it was the double Weirwood trees, Lannister and Martell.
Well, the first one was a mandatory place. It had to be a weirwood because of the region.
That makes sense.
I don't know the second. I'd have to go back and look.
Right.
I'm more the Lannisters. I'm pretty sure the South did not place it though.
Okay. So I'm more kind of curious about that low wall because it doesn't block line of sight. I wonder if that was a northern or a southern decision.
Placement, I believe.
That was a southern placement. Okay.
Yeah. And our guard with Kyburn moving up on the left for the south. PBG's running up the middle now.
Right. So I like the aggression, but
Front and center.
I like the aggression of our northern forces, but because the BVGs get the extra movement, I would be wary to move them too far forward without the support of the great axes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just like those sand skirmishers, they are glass cannons. So hopefully they're cautious of that. But I like the aggression. The aggression is definitely going to help the northern forces win this.
Going to type.
However, it is a guaranteed 6 though.
On the charge.
Yeah, on uncontrollable rage, it is. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed 6.
Yeah, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, it counts as so. I understand the complaint there, but the guaranteed 6 is pretty good on the morale test there. It's almost like if you know you're gonna charge, you want to fail the morale test for the guaranteed 6 on the charge die.
Right.
I lost Bear Island
I gave it away.
because of Masmarith shenanigans. Tell him it was Masmarith shenanigans.
No, he's asking about the neck.
Who fought the net?
Oh, I won that because they didn't shoot. They didn't come onto the field. 0-0. This is round 1.
I suspect so. Radio silence from Mason, so we're probably going to have a brutal free folk player next year.
The Great Northern Alliance against the even bigger Northern Alliance.
Fourth's turn, and they've got Berserkers, looks like, activating. All right, Martells marching up something on the left flank, it looks like.
Every single one if they didn't take any.
I believe that's Castle Rock Honor Guard.
Number 16.
Yep, number 218 in the MCL league these past 6 weeks or 6 months.
That's right. Castle Rock Honor Guard are basically just the standard entry-level footmen for Lannister in this league.
And that's such a shame.
That's going to be Robert Strong heading up.
So it seems the southern forces are pretty privy to the idea that if they get charged, they lose this. So I don't think I want.
Or we should do these guys.
It might not be a good idea for the northern forces to be so aggressive on round 2 that they're failing charges. Because a failed charge is devastating for Starks. There's no way to get out of it. I think it would be better if the Stark deck had instant successes for charges instead of rerolls, just because of how aggressive they have to be. And a failed charge in this game is it's Jover.
And Stark's northern team bringing up the Brotherhood archers in the back. Southern forces moving guardsmen out on the edge.
I believe our first real engagement that's going to happen that isn't just archers probing attacks or doing little skirmishes against peasants, I think is going to be, hopefully we see a double charge from the northern combined cavalry on that very far left.
Coiled in weight over there.
Yeah, and hopefully they do some correct positioning because of the way that they have deployed the outflank cav.
And now we've got the 29.
Like,
How fast are these guys?
5.
Five?
So, maneuver
Yeah,
up here.
it's a good thing that we have the activation advantage to use the cav
Charge.
10, right?
and get positioning at the same time because we don't have to worry about them matching it until the next round. Some good comms from the team here.
You want to get close to this one?
Oh, the back of this.
Positioning wins games.
There.
It does.
And now the Tilly Cav chasing him up.
And that's what we
These guys are just-
game plan for. is
Wide on it.
both of the cav being supporting of each other.
So they're right behind them.
And hopefully the other game plan is to have the knights open the charge up first and have 9 dice be the finisher.
Okay, discard any cards that you don't want.
Yeah, that's that Rising Temps that I was hoping they would have got off right now. Now, it doesn't have any negative effects until round 3, which is good, but if they don't get rid of it, those negative effects are going to hinder the effectiveness of those archers.
Alright, I have my cards.
Definitely. Probably my least favorite card to play against them again. Maybe next to, what is that, May Never Die?
It's our turn.
Yeah, I think Rising Temps is definitely a big finger to the opponent. Luckily, it doesn't come into effect until round 3, so I mean, you could just avoid it
What's their
until round 3 and then just get a free archer shot, but
long range?
they're going to be losing some abilities on that card, which they really need hidden shot.
Curious charge.
Because Precision and Vicious is going to annihilate the Lannisters. So it seems like we're having some communication here about whether they want to set up a double charge or waste an action and destroy the wall.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
I think it is a massive waste of an action, a free attack to destroy the wall. And they treat all terrain as hindering as well, so -1 to movement. Or no, is it hindering and rough?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to pull the card.
Put on them.
Hindering.
As a Stark player, are you seeing a lot of Howland Reed in CU?
No, so Howland Reed is kind of a big. I mean, they nobody really takes Howland Reed. I think he can be usable in very situational stances.
Your manager tribute.
And because of the losses of some of the NCUs that you would see in competitive, like 5 and 6 point Neds, both of his NCUs are amazing, but you lose him here in month 1 in MCL. Howland Reed was really just a stand-in, and for the cost of him, giving a -1 to a weakened Castery Rock Honor Guard is pretty devastating. Because I would rather be hit on 4-ups with weakened than 3-ups on weakened. Because you drop that percentage, it goes from, I think it's like 36%, or no, more than 50%. Like I think it's like 62% to 50%, and then even more with a weakened when you go from 3 to 4. So I mean, like it's a numbers game with the -1 to hit.
Coming out on the guards there.
And because the Winterfell guards have weakened, it might actually be more of a danger to give them weakened to increase the chance of additional precision hits. So I don't know, like there's some big numbers in there, like, you know, weakened is horrible for an offensive unit until you roll more 6s. So
That's right.
I think of all the units on the board, I think I want weakened. If I got to choose, it would be the guards, purely for the possibility of more precision hits and crit blow, because they have precision and crit blow. So I think I'm okay with that weekend on them. But yeah, so
shot on the peasants coming out.
So Howland Reed is just hindering, which means no charge bonuses. So that's actually still really good. So they get no charge bonuses and -1 to hit.
Okay. -1 to hit is just absolutely brutal.
Yeah, and I think the no charge bonuses on Castle Rock Honor Guard is also really big. But if you toss that on their cav, their Lance cav is going to be so ineffective too.
How many hits?
And 6 hits for the Scary Criminal Peasants this time.
No blocks.
And 6 wounds. And a test coming out.
Now close to
Okay.
Of course, the morale on peasant levies being a sore spot for many a player.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that's
High
naked
morale peasant
peasants.
levies. You know how much people love. You know how much people love being peasant levies.
Yeah,
Go ahead and destroy that wall.
I think that's a blunder of a play from my northern teammates there. I think that
Unless you want to heal them.
they take the charge
Take bags.
and just let the archers defend on 5s, because
Who do want to give a
it's literally, it doesn't matter. You know, 5s and 6s. I really hope.
Oh, we got another tactics card coming out.
Yeah.
You're taking the bags?
taking backs to heal the
Okay, they're taking bags. They're not destroying the low wall. Taking bags instead.
That, I think that's a good choice to keep soaking up actions from the archers, but I really hope they rethink that through a voice and an attack action on the wall.
What?
If I could give them, yeah, if I could give them one piece of advice right now, and it would be the only thing I tell them all game, it would be not to waste an action on that wall.
Yeah. And another 6 hits on them.
3 blocks.
Jeez.
I'm fairly confident that the amount of healing that the Brotherhood deck has, and just healing in this game in general, I think that they're going to.
Is phenomenal.
Yeah, I think
6 more wounds
they're okay
out,
with
and here
taking
comes
those
panic.
hits.
6.
Pass. I think pass.
And the peasants passing another morale test on 6. It's infuriating for anyone fighting peasant list.
That's pretty amazing there.
Take out the wall.
Yeah.
Gone.
Right, so they went and did it. That was the one.
And they are destroying that wall.
Yep, they're committing to it.
You've done your job.
You could die now.
I think the sacrifice of the peasants is only good because they have In the Realm Remains, and those bastard girls are not going to be able to be condition tokened.
Yeah, that seems like it's going to be pretty huge for females.
You know, they're on the same team. He could definitely just tell them exactly what to do.
Yeah, that seems like what I would do.
Restarted the room.
Free shift coming out off a Brotherhood Tactics card.
Start.
Stark Tactics card.
You want to do this one?
I believe it's a full maneuver if they have the horse, a 3-inch maneuver.
And they're scooting the peasants back a bit here.
Yeah, so it's a full. It becomes a maneuver, not a shift if they have horses. So they could have aligned a little bit better there too with the pivot. But overall, I think they're in a great spot. If those levies go, then they've definitely done their worth. I'm still just a little hesitant about the wasted action there on the wall. But if they really do want to heal them, they do have Ravella tokens. You know, discard a card, you lose a token, heal up those peasants.
Right.
Which I hope our Brotherhood player doesn't forget about. I know he knows we took Ravella as a throwaway, but she still has her uses.
Definitely.
Barrack Dondarrion Sentinel is what they're talking about. He's missed that trigger 4 times now, I think. No, 3 times, right? 3 archer attacks.
That's correct.
He'll remember it. Now that he remembers it, he'll remember it.
I've definitely missed the occasional sentinel myself.
So have I.
Here, let me have
Especially when you have multiple uses of it.
We get that central Skyreach Bowman
That's pretty sadistic, my friend.
shot on
Shoot your tops.
DBG.
Yeah, so this is where them using bags on the peasants is going to be sort of a hindrance.
7 wounds to the DBG.
Yeah.
He's taking off the front first for flavor.
Letting the dog soak up all the arrows. I think now is a great time for a Ravella Smallwood heal.
So many costs.
ASPCA is going to have a big problem with this.
How do you sleep?
Yeah, you might get flagged on YouTube. Now is a great time to get Ravella in there. Yeah, so those bastard girls are on 3s.
future attacks.
+1 from Ghost of High Heart,
Holy
+1
cow,
from the
what's
Weirwood Tree.
with them- Jeez Louise. Okay, let's see how the Northerners respond here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Talking about Rayella or Ravella.
I'm gonna put Ravella on Crown. Discarding.
There he is coming out on Crown.
Oh,
We want which one needs to be discarded? Draw.
So consultation on the Northern team here.
so another thing that they have to remember is Sansa can draw back any card they discard.
I can heal 2 minutes
Right.
and remove condition. token.
So even if they discard 6 times too many, they can use Sansa's once per game. They can use Sansa's zone replace. It's just there's so much that they have to remember about with these big point games that they're getting a little ahead of themselves. So they might be discouraged to discard 6 times too many, but right now it's not. Nobody other than those peasants is really in danger of that. They can just draw it back.
So that just straight up crown. So we just zap somebody.
Yeah. Who has
And Lannisters just popped Intrigue and Subterfuge to cancel Ravella's ability.
Yeah. Step it up.
Well, it's a good thing she was a waste of 4 points that we already knew, but it is affecting the heals from her.
No, it's guards.
And that's another really good card that could be used late game that is now getting discarded, like that counter plot earlier in the match.
Right, you got the Lannister guardsman there, the Tywin's Fist veteran unit just had to use their veteran card to reroll dice on that crown zap. They were going to take 3 wounds, and instead they saved.
I think that's a great burn for the northern side.
Absolutely.
Because 3 wounds, 3 wounds in round 2 is insufficient. Like, it's not.
Yep.
The healing in this game is so easy. So it's really good that they're burning those veteran cards out.
Yeah, agreed. But also, as Lannister, how do you not do it?
I think I would have bit the reroll any dice is so much more important on a killing attack, saving a Castle Rock Honor Guard, finishing off a unit with a Lance Cav. I think
it's if you can't use it on the Castle Rock Honor Guard. It's only
it's only that unit. Okay.
That's right.
No, well, then actually, yeah. I mean, I guess that's a valid use of it. Then saving 3 wounds, but I value wounds probably a little bit lesser than most people because of how common healing is in this game. But of the factions, Lannister doesn't have nearly as much healing as Brotherhood does. So I think
That's right.
there's a give and take where it's a good use for both. It's a good burn and it's a good use right now.
Right.
Now, another thing is, I'm looking at Ravella here. Her healing is the start of any friendly turn, so they could burn that off again to heal up the bastard girls. She doesn't have to claim the zone to do that.
While you're away, big blunder by the South, missing an open zone on the tactics board, now closed. So a lost activation.
Oh, that's pretty big.
I can't wait till I make
With the extra NCU that Starks brings, if they're able to capitalize on that.
Again, a lot of these players not accustomed to playing games where there's more NCUs than there are slots on the board.
I don't have a ton of guys with it.
Yep.
He may be the only.
It's very,
He has a lot of it.
you know, I think it's probably better to have less, to have 2 NCUs than it is to have 4 and never use one. But if it's an NCU where you can use their ability without being on the tactics board, it could be worth it, especially in a situation where if we would have brought another peasant levy, he could have been sitting behind any number of those units for 3 or 4 rounds and not getting any use out of his points. So I hope they use Ravella as if they use her as a pass, they're going to lose a part on the board. But it could get them in a good situation, and also her heals. I'm just going to come back to her heals, but I think it's really, really good for the northern team that they have such more activations that they can keep their cav be the last 2 activations and pretty much
Maximize chances of a kill.
yeah, forcing the enemy units to activate, and if they want to stay there, they stay there. They're still getting charged. So if that guardsman, I don't think we should. It would be a kind of a waste of a charge to charge those guardsmen when those Castle Rock Honor Guard are right there. But because of how close they are to the border, I don't know if they'll be able to get a double front charge off. But it's still really good to maximize.
I don't think so. But at least one. Winterfell guards charging the guardsmen.
So that puts them what?
Or sorry, charging the Skyreach bowmen there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
50-50.
Looks like it's 9 away. 5
Obviously, they were very concerned with getting that low wall out, for better or worse, and now it is out of the way. They're going to get the full strength of this
Can you?
village guard.
You can even.
You can't.
I can shoot you. You can't move. You just stay there.
They don't have an eligible spot to land moving
Great turn
up
of
6,
events.
so they
He's
just
not out there at all, so that's great.
and take advantage.
Actually, not a bad.
I think that failed charge is gonna breathe some life into the Martells here.
The northern team getting insane luck on morale and panic tests this game so far. Not a failure.
So if he shifts.
Yeah, it's pretty great. We can obviously tell by them not having a charge reroll card that the Stark hand is probably not looking very good. Unless he's got double assault orders and he's just waiting to get engaged, but I don't think I'm gonna bet on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very clear that they do not have the charge cards in their hand.
We can't get it multiple times. We got the ball. Alright, your turn.
And I don't think I've seen them
You just
discard
did
a
a maneuver
card.
there. Southerner is just settling for a maneuver there in the center, I believe.
Yeah, it seems that they're very hesitant to push the Casterly Rock Honor Guard in, and I understand why. And at this point, I would not push further. I would not push farther forward as our Stark player or the Northern players, because they do start round 3. The Southerners do, so I would not want to give them guaranteed charges.
Charging these guys.
Yeah,
All right, we've
Eagle
got
view here.
Brotherhood Knights, sworn Knights, setting up for a charge. It looks like they're gonna open with their cav maneuver here, and they're gonna take a right attempt.
So luckily, no effects yet.
Only have 2.
But
There's both rising temps out.
Last time I was so demoralizing.
yeah, so I think that this is not the best idea to charge those knights there.
Is that
I see the idea of the Casterly Rock Honor Guard charging in the flank so that the Tully Cav can get a flank or rear charge, but not starting next round. I don't think it's a great idea for the Cav.
Wait, can I block that? I have a pretty watch.
Did he show you the video about
Blocking rising temps
targets
with
specifically?
Knights of the Hollow Hill. So if I
Trying
pass
to
a round
block
test,
rising
then
temps.
it counts as the ability, and I get a 3-inch maneuver.
Here we go, Knights of the Hollow Hill. This is a card that they're going to want to keep getting back from Santa.
And he passed.
And he passes it.
That's what we like to see.
Cancel rising temps off the sworn Knights.
And that's
Got a 3-inch maneuver.
Yep, that's some great play by Brotherhood. Now if they remember that with Sansa,
well, I don't think it needed it. That sounds great. Love it. Okay. Which unit are you turning?
They've done the maneuver that it looks like they're targeting the guardsman now on the far edge there. The veteran guardsman does have a reroll.
and they didn't use it on the Winterfell guards. That's an oversight there, I think. That's a blunder. I believe that's a big blunder.
I suspect it's going to be used to good effect here.
I hope so. However, those guardsmen are defending on 3s. They are well, 4s with Sunderin, but
Do Brotherhood Sworn Knights have something in it?
I believe they have crew. Let me check.
They have Lance, yeah.
Brotherhood Knights, Sworn Knights have Sundering. If your opponent does not control the crown, reroll any attack die, and that's it.
All right.
They also have Restore. If they destroy a friendly or an enemy rank, 1 from the unit in long range restores 2 wounds. So they could restore the wounds of Bastard Bolton girls, but I think they might be a little bit out of long range there. However, if they're doubling up on Sundering, they might be getting Vicious from Northern Ferocity on the charge. Oh, no, it might be Devastating Impact.
Devastating impact. It is. It's
Vulnerable.
devastating impact coming out.
Panicked and vulnerable.
So it looks like he didn't have that the reroll charge.
We're on the pause right now. See what's going to happen on this side.
I hope they remember Sansa. She's going to be a really, really, really important player, player in this whole battlefield. Is her redrawing, Devastating Impact, Combat Prowess, Knights of the Hollow Hill. There's about 4 or 5 really, really great cards that aren't Assault Orders in the Brotherhood and Stark deck that they can get.
They're vulnerable.
Lannisters are bringing out See Their Claws. They're firing it on the Cav maneuver there, giving a looks like
Wait, is it like activating or just completely?
it's performing an action.
Great.
So they'll become panicked and vulnerable if we successfully charge them off the devastating impact.
And then devastating impact
And
coming out
we can
for
reroll
start.
charge dice because we control the horses.
And the reroll business.
So that's my maneuver.
So just don't roll one. We can reroll. We can reroll.
Something like that.
4.
Minutes.
Whew.
Okay.
Successfully charged there. He needed the reroll.
But
He
did he
needed the
get tokens on
reroll. The
them?
original roll was a 1.
These guys are shoved back.
Hold on a second. When a friendly performing a performing an attack, we're going to press the advantage. Because now
That's the advantage coming out now from the starts.
and let's see if this works for this. So they'll have 2 tokens on them right now.
Press the advantage is a really impactful card.
Abilities cannot be the target of friendly attack. Yeah. So
However, I don't believe
Alright.
So yeah,
this
so you
unit
all-
has
so
abilities
Disadvantage
defensively.
takes +1 to hit, and the defender loses all abilities and cannot be targeted by friendly attack cards.
Losing all abilities, meaning Lannister Supremacy is not going to be firing after this.
I think John's supposed to release.
nope. This is my guys.
I don't know. I'm thinking
No, my hands are in my pocket, my friend.
Now, is that the unit that has the Gate Warden in them?
So,
Okay.
No, there is no Gate Warden.
Oh yeah, he got
Hybrid.
replaced with Kyber.
Yeah, this is it. This unit has a guard
Oh,
captain.
wow. Those three.
Hey, there we go.
That's a lot.
Not what I wanted, but that's fine. 4 hits.
4 hits on the charge. Only 4 hits.
Wow, dude.
Wait, you have Sundering?
On
He has
wait, on
Sundering.
2 ups.
Weapon Force.
Wait, he had 2 up to hit, and he only hit 4 times with rerolls. That's pretty.
correct. I'm seeing 3
That's a
ones
pretty
on the rerolls.
impressive.
That's really bad.
No, I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's 3 moves, right?
it's just 2.
Just 2. Oh, no.
And 2 wounds make
Yeah,
that
You're
2.
right.
You're right, it's 3.
You only blocked
I
one.
forgot about the original one.
You originally.
Go ahead, pull it off.
1 more wound, so 3 wounds and panic test coming out.
It's a fail. 3 more.
And 3 more wounds coming because of the
It
panic.
was meant to be.
The South just having opposite panic test rolls as the North.
All right.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you march 1,000 miles through the neck and a bunch of Cranogmen
Right.
stab and shoot at you with poison.
Yeah, they're not having a good time.
So I want to see if they remember hold the line on the guards.
And they're that's actually disabled. The Starks played a tactics card that disabled their abilities.
I get to.
I'm pretty sure it's for the turn, not the round.
Are these guys in long range? They are.
Press the advantage.
Yeah, no, you're right. It will be able to be fired.
It would just be a blunder. It just forgot the order, it seems. Unless they're not activating them.
Hold on. Wait, not to forget that.
They're not. They haven't activated them yet.
I really hope he didn't just say the Brotherhood Sworn Knights did their job and he's fine with them getting killed by Robert Strong.
Except for 2 hits plus 1 hit for each.
And it is going to be the guardsmen activating now for the counterattack. I'm opening with hold the line.
Plus, if those guys die, it charges up each.
Plus
Yeah,
2.
I love a good charge.
So 4 hits.
The charge gives them
I'll
power.
charge, yeah.
Okay.
Nate,
So
4 hits on.
we're gonna attack you guys with the guards.
Threes.
We're gonna start with our order hold the line, which is gonna give you 4 auto hits. Like
4 hits on 3.
Block 3.
So
The
No
what
panic
wounds?
test.
we want to use our vulnerable.
Might as well use it now. Or do you wanna save it for my attack?
I think because of the to hit of the guardsmen, it might be more beneficiary to use that vulnerable token now. If I was the Lannister player,
Yeah, that's what they're debating right now.
It's gonna be 5 dice with hitting on.
Although if they're able to get one of the other trays attacking, it might even be most beneficial to wait for one of the other trays to.
yeah.
Okay.
And they are going to have them reroll now. They are going to cash in that token. He's rolling 3
Alright.
All hits.
One more.
and 1 more wound.
Oh, that's a.
1 more wound for the vulnerable.
It's like a normal 8-point calf.
So 2 wounds.
Can you get rid of the vulnerable, please?
And now the
Okay. Now they're
guardsmen are going to perform an attack.
You have a reroll veteran buff, don't you?
Double that.
You can re-roll 2 of the die. 2 of the die one time.
Defender gains a condition token.
Oh.
Okay.
Sam,
Only
did you
big
check what Derek's veteran does?
I can't because my phone is doing this.
I can look in a second, Nate. Yeah.
Was that veteran that you put back on? How many times did we do that in the game? Just once?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
They hit force.
Nice. Let's say that.
We're at 4 minutes.
Three
Same
rolls.
situation.
Yeah.
Brotherhood dice are not.
3 hits.
Yeah.
One
There's
more.
3 wounds coming through this time, so we're gonna have 6.
Yeah, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then panic test, any modifier?
No, just that you're panicked, so I'm gonna make you reroll something.
Luckily, they are on 4s.
I'm within range of the weirwood, so charge is I think 4. Charge is 4.
Pass. Big hits.
Big pass on the panic.
Reroll all
The Northerners continuing their streak of 0 failed panics.
You might wanna.
I think after some of these offensive failures, the panic is really keeping their units alive.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I think we're about to see a Castle Rock Honor Guard charge and Sworn Knights. Luckily, the Knights are on 3s, but they're probably going to get hit with Sundering and Vicious.
Yeah,
They
potentially
might-
in the flank from Gregor there.
Well, Gregor's been activated this round. I'm talking about that last unit.
You're right. You're right. But Kyburn's got some nasty tricks himself.
Yeah, let me double check here.
That guy gets buffs with the tokens on there.
For sure.
Forgot about that. So it's a good idea. We got that.
They do become, so they'll be hitting on 2s
They have tokens.
with Vicious. So they're kind of losing some of the benefit from Castle Rock Honor Guard because they already have Vicious. Because there's no offensive abilities or defense abilities for the Knights. But
There's no way. I was like, there's nothing.
yeah, I think
It looked the same.
that Knight unit might be dead at the start of round 3 with a charge or another attack.
You can come right up.
Then I could
Come say hello.
Then I could
How these 5?
Yeah.
I'll just go run to 10.
It's like,
Who can do dice better?
It's like they're concerned concerned about
archers in there. 'Cause
Gregor going into the flank. They're going to try and shoot something up to block it, perhaps.
I think if Gregor does go in the flank round 3, it sets up a flanker rear charge from the Axemen. They've kind of already set that cav unit up to die.
Unless he kills, unless Gregor gets the kill.
Yeah. Now I wonder if they have sudden retreat in their hand or if they'll get it next round. I think that
I don't think you meant to.
will save that cav unit.
Oh, shut if you're Stark. What do you do here?
I'm
Well-
paralysis right now, alright?
I think they have already neglected
You are.
using Sansa to her best ability to get sudden retreat back and continuously use that to get field control. I think if I'm them, I am burning all of my
Let's do a maneuver.
unit
Looks like Tully
on
Cat activated here.
I would be burning my unit activations and moving 2 or 3 inches up just to get in line with the Bolton Bastard Girls and force them to do 5 and 6 roll charges. If I can't get the charge off first with a guaranteed, then I'm forcing my opponent to charge me on a 5 or 6.
I'll get up to where they can like, charge Robert, but if he charges us, we charge him with the great axes, and I don't think they're gonna do that. So I would.
So I think
close
that
enough to like wreck Robert. I don't know.
the Brotherhood player has a good suggestion there.
And now we can get
There's no reason not to have the Tully Cav either engaging right now with Robert Strong
activate the.
or getting him in a position to force Robert Strong to charge Tully Cav and take advantage of that.
Instead of
And-
sword.
Yeah, another thing, they need to remember Rally Banner because when that Brotherhood unit passed that morale test, he would have healed back some wounds. So the Tully Cav are a great centerpiece because of Rally Banner and 3-up defense. I think if Robert Strong charges the Tully Cav, Lannisters put themselves in a bad position. So I would put Robert Strong to charge, or the Tully Cav to charge block Robert Strong, and activate out the rest of my units and move up 2 or 3 inches and force Lannister to be aggressive next round. Because at that point, by round 4, if we are not engaged, then the superiority of us being on 3 objectives is going to win the point battle.
This is just a little note about MCL, but I think I've talked to you, Hotshot, about this. Season 1 can be a lot more veteran units out there.
Yeah, I think the veteran abilities add another level of playmaking ability to every unit that is a veteran. Unfortunately, one of our veteran ability, or one of our veteran units is on bowmen that are kind of in a bad position right now. Not because of our layout, just because of the way that the opponents decided to throw all of their range units on the bottom side of the board and have the Caster Rock Honor Guard on the top. When I kind of planned out for this, I assumed that they were going to do more of a conventional, strong center, and then have... Yeah, I thought I kind of planned for a more conventional deployment by our opponents. Unfortunately, our team hasn't capitalized on out-of-place archers.
They're nothing if not cunning, huh?
Yeah, so I think we would be in a much better position if those peasants round 1 had charged, or round 2 at the beginning of round 2 had charged, instead of destroying the low wall.
This is Kyburn attack?
Yeah.
Now, luckily, he does become vulnerable after he attacks.
Kyburn, Cash the Rock Honor Guard attacking.
Kyburn's vulnerable. That's my card. Sorry, just go.
Kyburn is now vulnerable?
Yeah, Kyburn makes himself vulnerable after performing a check.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, I believe. Wow. 2 misses hitting on 2s. The Southerners getting a little bit of the taste of the medicine that the Northerners had to swallow last few turns ago.
I think the issue is when they go to draw their blades, the moisture freezes the blade to the hilt, or not to the hilt, but to the yeah.
So take a horse off, and then take 2 horses off, and that's...
Now, hopefully, they pass the morale test and heal themselves back up.
Did you pass the morale test?
Oh, yeah.
The 2? There's 4?
No, you're good. So you just did 1 horse, that's it. We're clean board.
Then the
I passed around.
Don't panic.
There it is. That's okay.
There it is. Which is huge because Valley Banner on these guys would have caused the heal if they had passed. So we've got Sworn Knights down to 1 health. The Northerners finally losing their first panic roll of the game there.
You know, I would just like to say every battle plan can come to naught as soon as swords are drawn, so...
It's true. Although I have to say, it seems like an even number of missed opportunities and poor die rolls on both sides so far.
Absolutely. Every time each side does a blunder, you should do the Mike Wazowski meme. You know, the caveat here to that kind of unbelievable sacrificial charge by the Brotherhood Knights there is they do block a victory point from the Southern team at the end of this round. I don't think it's worth 8 points though, but you know, it's there.
Hey, when you have like 12 list point advantage, you can spend it.
Right, but I would much rather see a peasant unit get double attacked by Casterly Rock Honor Guard and Casterly or Lannister guards than Brotherhood Knights. Yeah, so each time this unit activates, if it can charge an enemy, it performs a morale test.
Passes the self-control check. Can go into his anger management classes, that Rickard.
Yes, he does.
Well, I'm gonna do the volley first. That's what matters.
It looks like you're gonna have to shift, I think.
Now the really good thing here.
You're gonna have to shift in 12 inches, yeah?
the really good thing here is if he does decide to charge, which I think he should ranged attack Gregor or Robert Strong and then charge him, is Blade and Flang is 664, so he's still rolling max dice, and he only has to lose 1 wound to get Criplo and Sunder in.
Or he's actually attacking the Skyreach Bowman, the central Skyreach Bowman there.
Yep. Luckily, they do get weakened.
Cool. And then what we will waiting for.
Oh wait, vulnerable. I meant not weakened. Vulnerable.
Because it's a volley charge, right? I can hold.
You don't have to.
Oh, did you take the panic?
You can just
Now with the Bastard Girl's arrow attack, the target does become vulnerable.
After the attack, these will become vulnerable.
Yep, there we go. We got it.
And I can't. Nothing. That's it. Guys.
And he's not going to do the charging one.
Right. He would have probably killed that unit.
Because they were gone.
Did they roll the panic test off of the archer?
next round.
Yeah, but they have
Off of the range attack?
Yeah,
Did.
they have the Skyreach Bowman tanks.
I think our Brotherhood player is arguing to complete the charge,
You're right.
but I think he just got talked. Well,
Let's get bold.
You can't
But
And you are doing the charge?
charge.
We do it, and we're doing charging ball. There it is. It's coming out.
and then he's
Charge. It's just in case you die.
Why did you show me a card and say you are the worst partner?
And
Oh,
it's
did they just fail the charge there?
You're supposed to look at the
Failed the
card
charge.
and see
well, they do have 6 movement, so
charge.
6 movement's going to get him pretty deep.
I was going
Oh, no.
Does it have to be?
Does that be towards the charge?
I think so, right?
Yep, as to be the direction you'll be going to charge.
wowzer.
I think it would be that.
Hi, now you got
Just like that, this game is-
You set up for the.
With all the
Drastically swayed. Yeah, drastically swayed in the favor of the Southern Army now.
I'll try to show you it. You can't.
Okay, what does the North do to pull it out?
I'm pretty sure he just showed the Brotherhood Without players
I got a good point.
just showed our Northern player the 6 times too many, so he says he can keep the Brotherhood alive, or the Bastard Girls alive. But I still think,
Till they're we'll be
yikes, dice rolls, man.
And who's activating here? Looks like Knights? Skyfall Knights?
Yeah, he could march with the Brotherhood Archers
three.
and just move through the Allied space. I feel like
Nothing. All right.
both
So
of our players,
we're gonna move these
He's
guys here.
activating the
Right?
Skyfall Knights there.
yeah, I wouldn't say they're overwhelmed, but they've definitely missed some pretty pivotal triggers. Like Barrack could have been up there with Kingsman a lot earlier with Sentinel.
Start with like.
Right. The South is out of activations now. We'll have free range for several turns.
Because this is ridiculous. We're gonna put this here. Right. We're gonna move this up.
So it seems like the Stark player is remembering the game plan layout to throw men-at-arms on the middle objective.
It was from here.
Yep, looks like that's happening. Northern team, activate your next unit.
These guys.
They need to get the Kingsmen repositioned there so they can actually move those Winterfell guards, because otherwise you're just going to be causing some issues for that unit. I believe our Bastard Girls are going to be taken out. I think that is the better decision to go for starve round. If they claim swords, I would shoot the Bastard Girls instead of the melee attack
See that?
Like if you
See that?
on the
further,
Sworn
if
Knights.
you go out further, if Robert charges, I can shoot him with.
I believe the South gets first turn.
Remember?
Yeah,
first
that's
turn
why.
next round.
Slightly up.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if I was the Southern team, I would shoot the Bastard Girls to death instead of melee and the Sworn Knights, because the Bastard Girls get an automatic charge, and that's gonna destroy that Archer unit with Criplo and Sunder and Vicious. I like how our Stark player decided not to move as all the way up as he could with a march, like Brotherhood wants him to do.
And then my guy. Just these guys. Those guys need to move.
because a failed charge by the Lannisters will be devastating.
Kingsman looking at a charge.
There's no way that's a 6. I think that's more like a 7 on the charge.
I wouldn't measured it earlier. It looked like a 6 to me.
Just gotta put them in there so they can hit you.
Sure.
I mean,
Charging.
you could try it.
Charging Sky.
And he's doing it. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna make it on a 6.
Make sure you're measuring. Do the measurement.
Yeah, please.
Not-
Yeah,
I measured it before. It was an 11.
you would have to roll 6 if it's an 11.
He needs a 6. And he got it. He got it.
Oh my god. Okay.
See, I'm glad we said
Possibly the play of the game.
I think that is indeed the play of the game. If he failed that, I wouldn't have cared. The morale is not an issue, but just the positioning.
Somebody pull that up. We don't have the Kingsman card here.
Oh,
We need to use Dune Tactics on you.
What does that do?
You roll your
Hopefully
list,
they
attack
cancel
that
that.
line.
okay, so you're attacking.
Dude,
So his Kingsmen are on 5s with 3s, and Sundering, if they control the crown, he has crit blow and may reroll any attack die, but he charged, so he already has attack die.
Just crit blow.
6 hits.
6 hit.
Sundering, they're already on 6s, but still good to lock down that archer unit. Honestly, I'm not too disappointed about that Martell card getting thrown on them.
He's gonna have like.
And weekend coming out.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Oh, we'll save one hit.
And
Oh,
saves
weekend.
one.
There we go.
These guys.
5 wounds coming off. Panic
Good old
test.
panic test.
You're close.
How do you get short range?
He's good. He's good.
Passing the panic. Incredible charge from the Kingsman there.
Yeah, the northern team really needed something there.
Yeah.
Lighten up the mood, give them some morale.
Bowman left, that's all.
Those archers are effectively, I believe they are retreat blocked because of the position of the knights.
Attack on the front. But
Okay, so you want to.
I don't think they're going to be able to get an inch away.
End of round, we're going into round 3 here. Southerners getting first turn opening. And new tactics cards coming out.
So I think this opening play by the southern team is really going to dictate what happens here on the battlefield. If they let those bastard girls stay alive, I'm fairly confident that a shot and then a charge will kill that unit of archers, of Skyreach bowmen. And
If it's destroyed,
that frees up so much of the battlefield where the southern team doesn't have to worry about positioning.
Reigns of Castamere.
Ooh, super early Reigns of Castamere.
And we'll do our 4 hits on this guy. I think we could kill him.
We'll try and finish off the peasant.
And then we get no abilities.
You can also
Let's do Tully Cab, no abilities.
Disabling abilities on Tilly Cav. 4 hits on peasant. And peasants are out. Victory point.
do you want to do it on the board?
Right.
Or we,
So
Yeah, let's do
What's the word? We've got a
right, yeah.
peasant
So
ladies and we've got a
so
swarm.
just to clarify on the argument, the argument there is in the player's handbook. It says an ability is so target. An ability is one that targets another unit. And Lance does not target another unit. It's a self ability, and that's the people where people are arguing. But I think
I can do a heal. I can heal you up.
I think you can cancel it because if the mountain that rides stuff can get canceled, then I think Lance can get canceled too. So
Yeah.
enemy turn.
All right, we're gonna play it that way.
yeah, I mean, there's like half the time people are saying you can't cancel Lances, and the other half they're saying you can. So
All right, predictable maneuvers coming out to the south here.
So you're
They're gonna be declaring 2 units.
Well, we have moved everybody, they're the same thing that we do that, so we can shift and maneuver to. So, but you're protecting people,
yeah.
so.
We're here,
Picking Ravella.
And
I would love to see some healing use of Ravella here. They can always get the good cards back. We haven't seen any Sansa plays where they get back a really good card yet. but also they haven't used very many of their really good cards.
Oh, no, I know what it is.
I also bel
2 or 3.
Is this supposed to be not here?
I also think they really need to get use of those bastard girls before they get bogged down.
Nothing's really gonna change here, so maybe I'll look down.
So what do you think for if I choose them?
Okay, so it looks like BBGs and Ravella are getting selected.
And it's just this round.
Before
It's just his
you
turn.
choose what we're gonna do.
You know, I think them throwing that on there,
Correct.
I think them throwing that card out there on Bastard Girls, now's a great time to charge with the Toy Cav into Robert Strong.
Or we could retreat.
Or you can retreat.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Looks like we're getting some regroup and reform here.
Every time he activates or removes a condition token, and
That is
he
true.
plays Crown, he heals 1
They're mulling it over, potentially moving Hot Pie up to the BBGs. Yeah, very interesting situation here because the points are even, but have the Southerners used so many tools in their toolkit that now they're depleted. You've got Reigns of Castamere done, you've got one of the counter plots done.
Gain condition token.
Yeah, and the other thing is,
veteran abilities fired and now exhausted.
To restore 3 wounds.
yeah, so because they lost those peasants and the Cav, there are 2 order tokens on those Bastard Girls for wounds, and if there's a token on them, they can't gain condition tokens.
This is as well.
Yeah,
We can get rid of this and
note
take
that right now.
correct?
I really think it doesn't pull off. It's until the unit's destroyed, and there should be 2 order tokens on it.
Wow, a lot of healing. A lot of healing.
Yeah, that's the great benefit of
Now attack that.
Okay.
Brotherhood cards. I think they're looking.
Sorry, he's gonna shoot you. But sure.
Well, we can, but sure.
I really hope they don't activate the Bastard Girls now that they've been.
Why not?
So it's
You are going to activate them.
Yes.
Okay, so that means predictable maneuvers does fire.
What are you gonna do?
Wait, you're activating the
We're gonna activate these guys.
Okay.
All right. Well, they're fully healed up now.
So many more cards.
Yeah, totally topped off.
And
It's a lot of healing.
the Brotherhood archers are getting nerfed by rising temps as well, and they seem to not really be addressing that. I mean, I think it might be fine if they're not going to, because they lose all abilities, and they have a -1 to hit on round 4. I think they might be able to deal with it right now, but eventually throwing 4 dice out on a ranged attack is not worth it. Looks like Southern team is deciding what unit to move with predictable maneuvers. So I think if the Northern team plays very conservative this round, they will have a great opportunity to get charges off at the start of round 4, but it might be too late for that. They become vulnerable after the range attack, yep.
Superior positioning. So if you roll 3 or less, it's a sort of charge, you become vulnerable.
So they're auto in, so they just lose re-rolls. The Rickard Karstark giving them Sundering and Crit Blow is going to be really needed. Nice.
The dead. They did good boy.
So if they choose to use Stark Fury, they're going to suffer a wound, but the benefits
Happens.
outweigh it a lot.
Are you using Stark Fury?
Crit Blow and Sundering. I don't think he remembers what it is. I would definitely do it if I was in his shoes. It's going to be 1 wound, and the 1 wound that he takes is far more better, and you have fuel.
So I asked him for advice on this.
Alright, yeah, why not?
He's doing it.
So it's Sundering on you guys. I have Crit Blow.
Sundering. Oh, darn.
You already won one, right? Yeah. 6s. So Crit Blow and
Nate, take a wound off of it.
6.
BBGs.
Okay.
Why?
You take a wound.
I have to.
Yeah,
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
it's 2 wounds -1 for each rank lost. Good thing he's got rerolls.
6 hits.
6
6 wounds.
And then they have Vicious 2,
Panic
so this might be
Yes,
the end of that unit.
Vicious.
Nothing I'll leave it on there.
Panic with a Vicious.
Oh,
8. I think that's a pass.
panic with the vicious. What's your, it was 8, right? What's your number?
Close pass.
Was 8 your number?
Oh,
No, 6.
It was 6, yes.
Oh,
But with Vicious.
Well, with vicious,
that's what I'm saying.
With
What's
vicious,
your
it was
number,
8.
right?
yeah.
Cool. Devastating impact. You have a panic token, so I'm gonna have you roll that panic.
It's not a panic token.
Devastating impact that you should have had on it. This panic, and we can.
Yep.
Yeah. So you have a
Coming
panic.
from just a captain's pen?
Yeah. I used devastating impact. I declared it.
charge?
Yep.
he did. He did.
You made a note about it.
Yeah. So, so he's re-rolling.
It's vulnerable.
Yeah, because you set it up for the vulnerable panic. Was perfect.
They become vulnerable off of the shot and then devastating impact.
I don't think this was 3, was it?
It was 3.
That was 3.
That's fair.
And he gets the kill. He gets the kill off the panic token.
Devastating impact comes in clutch. And then we get the Swords Fourth, which I would just turn into a retreat. That's what I would do. Well, actually, no. I would move forward and avoid getting charged by both of those units because of line of sight. I think the Surge Fourth saves them. Remember, you can do a pivot and it not count as anything after to avoid getting overwatched.
Yeah, so stupid.
I would love to see these northern archers start just raining down hell on the southern invaders here. Well, we might get to see some Brotherhood archers that ignore line of sight.
Southerners taking the bags, healing up the archers.
So I just took a quick look at our northern forces here, and
It kind of makes it so that
they also are forgetting about Brennan Tolley's marked target on those toy Cavaliers. They could have been handing out vulnerable tokens every round.
I'm gonna get like
That's true. That's true.
all that good stuff.
That and Sentinel.
Yeah, but there's so much that they have to worry about. I think I'm going to give them a little bit of a pass on all these orders,
Oh yeah,
but
these lists are enormous.
it might just be a good idea for our Stark player to go back and check the list and look at all the orders that he has available. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, so she can
One or the other. She can do one.
She can do it both at the same time.
Only.
Yeah, she can do it at the same time. She can use her once per game at the start of a turn, and then she can activate and claim a zone and replace it. But yeah, I'm glad to see the Stark players
Because then now we can.
looking at Sansa because she is definitely one of the best NCUs that they have in the list there.
I think. Actually, a good position.
MCL sacrifices do such a number on Stark NCU selection.
Absolutely. I also think we might be.
They charge just. They just get wrecked.
Alright.
I think there might be a little bit of misplay with Ghost of High Heart.
Right to act. Replacing
But,
rounds
you know,
would be-
there hasn't been a lot of engaged units this game so far.
Yeah. Martells replacing the zone effect with making every single enemy unit vulnerable.
See, that would have been a great time for a Knights of the Hollow Hill and cancel the card effect,
Yeah, definitely.
which they can get back with Sansa. I wonder if they're forgetting
Yeah,
that.
it didn't seem to be on the radar.
It does not. There's about
We're
four
just
cards
talking
that
about stealth fighters.
There's about 4 B-52 bomber category cards in that deck that I told these guys to continuously redraw with Sansa. See, I think he's under the interpretation that Ravella has to use her order tokens when she when she claims a zone, but it's any turn or any friendly turn. It's start of any friendly turn. Yeah, so Ravella can start of any friendly turn heal, and then he can activate an NCU. You know, Sam, I'm really glad we don't have to deal with a Joffrey NCU. I would like to formally thank you as the Baratheon player for killing him.
You got it, brother. I hate that guy as much as anyone. Thank you, Olenna.
Hey, speaking of Hot D, both House of the Dragon Season 3 and Dunkin' Egg come out next year. In a few months, actually, like 4 or 5 months.
See through stuff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great. Looking forward to Southern Egg big time.
Every archer on one side.
Southerners about to make a move here.
That'd be great. Do that. Do that one where you look on the side.
Trying to pick a target for this
Piece on the board.
Starfall Night charge.
We never broke pieces.
I'm perfect. You can see my game about my game.
This is also just good against.
Yeah, I think. Now, if Howland Reed was on the board and influencing these knights,
Family.
they would not get charge bonuses and -1 to hit. Yeah, he's got ambush, so panicked and vulnerable, I think, on the charge in the flank. Panicked and weakened.
Two on the charge.
Why'd you do that?
Going for the
Gosh.
BGs.
Because these dogs need to die.
The dogs.
Nine
Why do you
dive.
guys have? What are you
9 dive blocking on the
Where
side.
did this beef come from?
This
the
could be a
dog?
kill here if all the hits go through.
After they heal back up for the 4th time.
Unless it gets, 18 more healing by the,
Am I rolling? I'll probably hit 3.
Alright.
It's a lot of
One
sixes.
miss so far.
That's pretty good.
They're all hits except for one.
Yeah.
Now they're all hits.
We rolled
Oh!
Double
Re-rolled a 1.
Alright,
So,
8 hits.
It's
Go ahead and re-roll all those.
Yeah, it's a good thing they're on 4s
Oh, 2 more.
for morale.
Wow. Alright, 6 hits. BBGs, just indestructible this game.
That's what we like to
they're
see.
our tanks. They're supposed to like be behind.
One block, or you can have them.
Doesn't matter. How many is it? 5?
5.
Yeah, that's your
Roll the 1.
It is all
And all 6 go through.
Did you already 2-0?
I need to touch it. 3.
And a panic test.
He killed all the
A
dogs.
panic test failed.
On 4.
But it's
We're
on a
the
4.
We're on the tree. On a 4.
On a 4. Pass, big pass.
There we go. That is in the flank. Each time a unit dies. That was the very first.
Already on it. It was already on.
That card was on it at the very first of the game, so it should have 2 condition tokens. That is in the flank.
Do we want to just? We can hit them.
Shot.
We hit flank shot.
Yeah, one
Yes.
shot.
In the flank too.
Brotherhood.
Precision and vicious. Yeah, he needs the 1-inch shift.
How many hits?
3.
Panic test.
3 wounds, panic.
Thanks.
Pass.
Pass. Alright, Southerners, those guys are activated.
There.
Good use of the archers.
Good use of the archers.
Friendly panic test. Bastard girls.
Yeah.
On a 4.
Panic test on the bastard girls.
Right. Panic test.
4.
What happens if, like, is there anything
Pass.
to like, position anything?
I think when Barrack and his Kingsmen activate, it might be 4-3.
Yeah, it's that way.
I'm trying to kill.
You know, with the nerf to the Tully Cav, I think it might be a really good play to move them back. Get them out of combat. You take a panic test if it's a disorderly and you don't meet, but if you still meet with a 1, it's just no charge bonuses.
Or I'm gonna activate this unit.
Activating the archers.
Use cunning ploy.
Cunning boy.
Ah,
So a unit target one other unit and performs a maneuver, march, or retreat. I'm going to maneuver this unit. Oh, before all that, I'm activating scout openings.
This is round 3, right?
Gonna target these guys.
Round 3.
This is round 3.
scout openings is just for the turn. I hope he knows that.
Does it look left over there?
You know, scout openings is just for the turn.
Just for the turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't. You know, both sides have really been, you know, kind of freaking about orders and everything. Scout openings would have been great on that charge with the Lance Cav. Give him precision.
Yeah.
Would have been an amazing charge there.
Well, although who needs
Quick fire.
Yeah, if you're blocking on 6s, but
You can hit me in every direction, it's still gonna be the same
You
block.
should,
Yeah, but I think they get a free shot after maneuver, isn't that right?
oh
Free
yes,
shot after maneuver, they get a free,
Yeah, that's
yes,
God, my throws are so bad.
yeah. Quick fire. That's right. Quick fire.
Oh, you reroll?
maybe it's because you're not used to being in such a cold climate.
that's what Hotshot says. 6 hits.
Well, that should be enough. It is.
Got him.
Or are we gonna see it
Down.
6 times too many? No,
Southerners get a
I don't think so.
And these guys need to take a pin.
No 6 times too many.
Fail for 3.
Wait, no, I have this. So I think I'm at
4.
Yeah, pass.
Correct.
I mean, you guys did it once already,
Yeah.
so why not?
I've done that
This
again.
time, so move them up.
That's
8.
the second time that unit's done the same exact thing.
They're
Charge
activated
block,
for
though.
panic test.
Charge block the skirmishers.
A nice charge.
I guess that's a good little benefit.
There are your 6s.
Charging. Oh, no rerolls, no tactics cards, because of disorderly.
I'll tell you.
That's what we need right there.
Okay, so I'm rolling 7.
So that means that you can only get one person on the flank.
You are already vulnerable.
If it's just like a little bit, you can decide that like that.
50%, 50%.
Hit on 4s. Wow. So 3 plus 2 hits. 1 for each.
There's no way to get
So
50-50 on the
So
flag.
6 hits.
I'm gonna do resilience.
There's no way to get 50-50 on the
Oh,
flag.
no, you're right. You're right.
You have to scoot all the way over.
You're right.
Resilience. Resilience.
Okay, he's activating
Five.
resilience. Walks 2, so 2 wounds. Oh, re-rolling those 2. Ooh, so 3 wounds. And a panic test -1, +1 for the tree, so I think it stands 5.
Pass.
Okay, and it's Northerner's turn.
Oh, he forgot about duty to the crown. Barrack passed the morale test. He heals.
Back to you.
Barrack heals.
So Barrack heals because he
That's
has
Gendry.
Oh, that's Gendry? Oh, never mind. I would have had the archers go first. Shift 2 inches closer
Sam,
and
do
shoot the archers.
Kingsmen have base thundering.
Yes, they do. They get crit blow if your opponent does not control the crown, and rerolls. They're great swords. Every great sword unit in this game, except for Winterfell, have Sundering.
That's crazy.
You shouldn't care about sundering since you're walking on 6's base.
Well, I'm just saying that you.
2 hits.
2 hits.
2 hits,
You guys shoot them.
2 wounds, panic tests, no modifier. 1 more. All right, put a activation on them, and it's Southerner's turn.
You know, of all of the units to get double, to be engaged by 2 units, I think Gendry is a pretty good choice to have. Oh my god, he did have 6 times too many. I called it out. I called it out, dude. Remember, he had it at the beginning of the game, too.
I did keep them alive for like
And it's
an extra entire round.
Y'all, tag me in. Tag me in, Sam.
Could have kept them alive longer.
You're not a Brotherhood player.
No, you'll have to hit him in the face.
here. Ready?
I bet I can manage.
Alright.
If I can play both, then I can play Brotherhood.
Side you stand.
Yeah, fair enough.
Play them up.
Yeah.
1 year is a Stark Bannerman, and 1 year is Aegon
I think
Blackfire.
I'm not gonna quite cover it. Double check where the spot is at.
So, Cachery Rock Honor Guard charge. 3 up armor. It's pretty good. I think they need to retreat so they can start round 4, right? Round 4 would be next, or round 5?
Round 4 is next. And,
Yeah, so they can start round 4 off and be able to get a charge if they retreat.
That's the one.
Um,
And rerolls.
What are your cap
One
off
miss.
on?
Oh, there it is.
4 now.
So all hits, 7 hits.
Blocking on 4s.
Blocking on 4s.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You got
5, 6, 7. Blocking on 4s. Block, 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 block.
Holy smokes.
Block. 2 hits.
there we go. That's the rolls we need to see. Hope he's re-rolling it though.
Yahtzee.
Holy cow. So,
2 hits.
these are all blocks.
Those are all blocks.
That's
course.
crazy.
Yeah.
2 hits.
2 wounds. And then a panic test.
-2.
Minus
Plus
2 plus
one.
1 for the tree. So I believe your target number is going to be 4.
5. It's 5.
Like a tree.
So it's plus 1 for the tree. It's minus 2 for vicious. And their base is 5.
6.
Oh, 6, yep.
Oh, so 6. So 6.
6 is minutes.
6.
Where'd the 5 come from? I must be going insane.
May I reroll it?
It was a 4, 5, and a 1.
I don't know, may as well, it's the lowest it'll ever be.
All of them?
All of them. Go ahead.
Pass again.
Bigger pass. Bigger pass. 5, 6, 1.
Okay, you didn't have to beat us, our morale, and literally kill us.
Alright, these guys are activated and it's Northern turn.
Holy.
We're gonna, you know what we can do is retreat these guys.
You just said that. Okay.
Oh my god, it's like he's reading my mind.
Stuff they do, it's all gonna be gone this next
How
round.
many devastating impacts do you have?
Hey, just remember, unblockable hits are the same thing as wounds. However, wounds are different than unblockable hits.
Very clear. Very clear. What's going on?
Shooting the.
Alright, Whispering Death, shooting the Starfall Knights.
What veteran stuff does Whispering Death have?
That's a great question. I think it's all defensive, so
Oh.
nothing for right now.
You have rerolls?
Good judging, yeah.
Listen, man,
3, 6, 5.
they're gonna make it so Boltons have the greatest tactics cards in the game. However, every time you deal a wound with insight, you suffer a wound. But wait, wounds are unblockable hits, so resilience blocks them.
So, wasted one, but so
Retarded.
6. hits.
6 hits on Starfall Knights, blocking on 4s.
Hey, finally.
3 blocks, 3 wounds. Panic test,
Next.
And a pass.
pass.
Weird.
Cool. We got a rank down.
Now they're weakened too on that future charge.
Did you roll any ones?
Been sitting on this card.
It's wounds now. It's wounds, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, you take a weakened for taking wounds from Starfall.
Arrow volley. It's their ability. It used to be horrible, now it's kind of mid. You know, they could charge that Castle Rock Honor Guard in the flank that's engaged with the Tullies with the Axeman.
Back.
But-
forth, what
You
shoot long,
can
what
try a
shoot
charge.
long.
Just, you fail and it doesn't matter.
Come on, failed charges. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
It should be just out of range.
So 11 is what they need.
They need to roll 6.
You have to do 6.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Nate did it.
Come on, Lannisters,
I haven't
freeze in the northern
practiced
cold.
in a while, actually, so I don't know how much of
What?
Roll a 1.
We have no other.
Roll a 1.
Do it. Do it. Let's make it fun.
All right, Gregor charging. Here he goes.
I have that one. That's exactly what I've been doing. Every one has been a
Let's
3.
go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Now we get an Axeman charge with 7 dice rolling on 6s.
Oh,
That's what we like to see.
Oh.
Double charge.
Here we go. Come on, charge them.
Oh, you totally
Pass.
Nice.
Come on, Axeman.
idea. If you charge them,
Terrible.
Axeman with Furious charge. Or Ferocious Assault, I mean, not Furious charge.
we got these two, I believe.
Come on, Axeman, you gotta charge him.
And these guys, we want to camp on the token because at the moment, end of round, we're getting 2 points. They're getting 1.
Charging?
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
Auto win, baby.
Great axes, auto win.
With boldness and courage, 7 dice. We love to see that.
Courage, 7 dice.
7 dice.
For rolling
Successfully charged, they become panicked.
Marble yet?
Oh my god, he remembered
No,
it.
You guys can only block on 6s, so if he makes you vulnerable, then you
Okay,
can
roll a d6 for charge.
You think we're gonna hit roll a 6?
Yeah, you guys can all.
Go ahead, John.
Alright.
There it is, that'll do.
Panicked.
And are they panicked?
We are.
7 die, hit it on 3s,
You're very
and your
six.
enemies block on 6s. But they got resilience. Alright, 1 miss so far, you get a reroll. And they're all hits, 7 hits. Blocking
I'm gonna
on.
do resilience. Is
Yeah.
it before or after?
You say it now. Resilience.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Okay.
sorry.
So 7 die.
Yeah!
1
we get
block.
one.
Would you like them to re-roll it?
Well, the resilience doesn't matter. Because
It
half.
doesn't.
So you're gonna leave it?
Still 3 points.
Okay, so 3 wounds.
Good decision.
Test.
Good decision, boys. Good decision. Leave the vulnerable on there.
Thanks.
Very impressed. Alright, panic.
-2. They need a 7. Yep, they do.
So it's a fail. That is a fail.
You can make him reroll the 1.
It's already a fail, right?
Yep.
So make her.
Panic.
Another good decision.
Rerolling the wounds. Another good decision. Hotshot says. Ah, got him again. There it is. 4
What?
wounds. 4 wounds.
Oh, they rolled a 1 again.
Yep. So these guys are activated, and it is Southerner's turn. This game is on a knife's edge.
You knife it.
Southerners.
Good to see the guardsmen are essentially useless.
You ready?
Yeah, do it.
Their
They
turn.
need another 6. Yes! We love to see that.
And they're activated. Targets 4 pass.
And then hard pass.
I think that's a good decision. I think that's an amazing decision.
Guys.
4 to 5 wounds, probably.
I think that's an amazing decision.
What that does is it gets these guys like in position.
No, I think we should. I think we should leave it and just.
Oh, oof.
And that's
Oof.
we're lost to activate too, right? Or these have to be activated.
These have to be activated. So, but you guys need to go right now.
Go ahead. Let's just
Retreat the
I'll shoot these
crowd.
guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Another good decision.
6 for posterity.
1.
All right. Hotshot says good decision. These guys may pivot if you wish.
I'm pretty confident. Hey, dude, does my team control the crowns? Because if they control the crowns, I would have charged with those men-at-arms because they become 3 up,
I can pivot in a way that.
7 dice with crip low.
Or 7.
The answer is no.
7's still good, but like.
Okay.
Your turn.
For round.
Activated.
Oh, come on.
All right. Southerners, I believe you're all done, right?
Everyone's done.
So Northerners done?
Yep.
Okay, that's end of round. Draw new tactics cards.
Oh man, the rising tips is really gonna hit those archers because now they're hitting on 4s instead of 3s.
I don't know what that blue one
Yeah,
is.
the
on there.
horses.
Rising tips is causing those archers to hit on 4s now.
No, there's no rising tip.
Oh,
That's one.
it's not rising tips, it's Rhenish Vengeance.
Question.
Rising tips
Oh, I-
is canceled by Knights.
Oh,
Let's correct this.
That's
Something
good.
That was well done by name.
It's
really close.
Close final battle. Crazy close final battle. I think this is the one
Oh, so
outcome
keep
that
this
we didn't
disconnected.
anticipate off shot. We thought.
no, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a sweep by either team, honestly, but
Yeah.
this is really entertaining.
You thought one side would.
This is a great game. This is what you want in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's our
It's
turn.
not what I want. I want to win.
Do you have any start of any round, same diplomacy? So, you get to pick a zone to poison. I'll
I'd
pick-
love to see Sansa get used to bring back Knights of the Hollow Hill because that card
This is start of any.
is really important.
We clarified it can't. That cannot.
Oh, it's faction only. Faction only cards.
It's tactics
Okay.
card stuff. It's
Yeah.
faction only unless it says
gone.
Right, that makes sense.
What do we put?
I'm surprised we haven't seen any Kevin cards. However, Kevin hasn't been in combat yet.
What's the poison do?
Is it just
What's the poison do, pal?
Oh, okay.
Swords and Crown are poison, and it is their
We're
turn.
gonna use.
predictable maneuvers?
And the second predictable maneuvers is coming out.
So we're gonna target, do Ravella again, and we'll do the Tolly Cav.
You know what's really disappointing is if we would have brought the Kranigman Warden instead of Jojen, he would have had Overwatch triggered 4 times now.
I haven't had him once.
You know how I feel about Overwatch. Just seeing the possibilities. So, Swords and Crown are locked for both sides. And now Ravella, who's kind of useless other than her ability, and Tolly Cav. If I was these guys, I would probably shoot with the Brotherhood archers. I would shift over to try and get a flank shot for precision and vicious on Robert Strong's unit.
No, I think so.
Yeah, so to negate that, I believe the archers is the best decision, or even the Kingsmen. Just kill those archers. They're talking about cunning ploy, right? Oh wait, no, not cunning ploy.
Predictable maneuvers.
Great axes are 5s. Yeah, the sundering is what's gonna tear up the axes, the great axes. But yeah, I still think the Brotherhood archers is the best decision.
I would.
There's a lot of thinking going on.
Final battle. He is activating them, so you get to use predictable maneuvers.
I think we maneuver this tray back and open up so we can hit them on the flank once they charge.
Okay, how?
Pivot, maneuver back.
Good thing Cav maneuver. They can get a flank charge,
Yeah, they
I think.
also flank charge.
I think that still might be. Maybe not. Just out. Yeah, just out.
Okay. So there's your free maneuver, and
These guys are back.
John, you may proceed with your activation.
Oh, don't. That's a terrible decision. Don't charge those guys. They're useless. They're not going to get in combat. Beyond.
Pre-suicidal.
Well, ooh, charge block that too. Oh, they could go 50-50. Those guardsmen are like null and void. I would completely disregard doing anything with those guys.
All right. So roll.
I'm gonna do superior positioning. 3 or less is no rerolls.
You're charging these guys in the front.
I have to, right?
Four.
And you got the 4, so you want straight
Nice.
4 and so on.
Do it on the right.
That's it. That's
This
it.
one? There it is. I believe
Wait.
it's 9 die, hit on 3 sundering.
Yep, they cannot.
No.
Oh, maybe they can. Yeah, they can if they go full. If he goes
Yeah, could
full,
that charge here could get inside? I wonder.
if he goes full, that might be charge blocked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, all 9 hits. That's what we need to see.
One more thing before I check. That's pretty cool.
Here they are. See 4 misses so far. Good thing he's got rerolls.
Come on, 9 hits. We need it.
And 3 misses. So 6
Oh.
hits. And vulnerable, you're blocking on 4s. 6 hits blocking on 4s. And you have a vulnerable. Coming out.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like you blocked
3.
3. Do you want those?
Yeah.
Okay, re-roll those 3. Go ahead. And block the 1. So 5?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a panic test.
On the
Plus
tree?
1 for the tree, so 4 is your target number. Panic on a 4.
Love to see some snake eyes and a 3.
Pass. Pass. Okay, these guys are activated, and Southerners.
It's like a flank charge if he leaves him like that. Maybe not.
Letters. 2 cards. Which NCU is that?
This is activated though, right?
Oh yes.
Water,
Okay, so
Yeah, 2 courses, so now it's not-
given a weekend
Okay.
Unactivated.
and taking 2 cards.
I think that's a great idea.
Because these guys are landscape,
I
right?
want that.
So you don't want them charging you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Crit blow precision, they become vulnerable.
What great things they can do to you, but.
We don't have anything right now, right? What do we control?
Just horses.
Perfect.
Right now?
No, they're not.
Oh, which pirates influences
We're charging.
Charging what?
There. What she just did.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yeah, we'll do subjugation of power. So
Well, it's a good thing they're on the
Even panic test,
5s.
which is
So on 5.
5. Pass.
Pass.
Good roll. Burn through their cards. We love to see that.
Good. 4 for the charge.
Crit blow precision. They become vulnerable. Rerolls. There is a comeback. I believe in those Kingsmen and Gendry.
Raise, right? Did I hit on raise? Oh, I did hit on raise.
He does hit on 3s, yes.
Oh, that's
7 hits.
I'll box right here, Kyle.
Wow.
Oh,
A couple.
Nice.
modifier.
do you have a modifier?
+1 for the tree.
That's a double pass.
Gonna activate this unit. They're gonna do nothing. I'm going to retreat these guys. And fire.
7 die. 7 die
I
on 3.
want to scout it and
Yeah.
What do they have? 7. Rerolls, precision. Oh, there we go. Wow, they all came at once.
Holy.
And 3 hits.
Resilience.
Go ahead and take. Oh, so resilience is engaged.
Well,
so-
precision is auto, wouldn't it?
But does resilience negate autos?
No, it does not. They are the 4 go through. So far you've.
Yeah, I wouldn't have used resilience.
No, I walk on.
Okay. So you take 1
No, I
more.
walk on
wound.
5s.
So you take 1 more wound.
Yeah. One.
And then a panic test -1 unless you have vicious.
I believe that's a pass. Kingsman is.
Yeah.
They're 5s, they go to 4s because of there, and then yeah.
Okay. Those guys are. No, they're not activated. So it's your turn, Northerners.
What?
I think I would shoot him back. Precision and vicious.
Precision and vicious. Right?
So when this
Nice.
It's really gonna hurt.
Precision and vicious. 7. I take 1 because of British vengeance.
How many hits?
1, 2, 3. That. 6.
6 hits, Kyle. Walk
No
on 5s.
precision.
6 walking on 5. Here they go.
There's a lot of 5s in there.
2 wounds, still alive. I
Haha.
have a panic
-3.
and a. Is that a pass?
I think with the tree it's
You
a
get 1
pass.
for the tree.
It's 5.
6,
It's a,
7.
it's a pass. Still alive with
Yikes.
one
So
wound.
5s they go to 8, and then they go to 7.
I got it. Oh,
Wow.
we're just trading out the same hearts for horses.
Yeah.
So horse hearts.
Okay, it's Southerners' turn. Are they unactivated? Those cap?
They are unactivated. So
Let's see if they forgot about the crown and the sword
I
and
can retreat 'em.
they token bomb themselves.
The victory point.
They're 6s.
So 8.
Yes.
Okay. And these guys are entitled to a pivot. Just go straight.
Do it so you can see those guys. Stand still.
And it's Northerners' turn.
They can see me.
He can see all 3 of those units. Well, his opponent doesn't control crown, so he'll get crip low and rerolls.
I think you should do that before I get hurt.
Oh man, no. Kingsman should go.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay, Whispering Death firing at
Come on, 7 hits. 7 hits in the flank. We need it.
7 die in the flank.
Ooh.
Couple misses there.
Lots of
Gonna get a
misses.
reroll.
Ooh.
Jojen reroll. This is the second Jojen reroll.
Love a Jojen reroll.
This is where you need it.
Final Jojen reroll here. Making it count.
Oh my gosh.
Just 2 misses. 5 hits in the flank.
What do you block on?
6s, I believe.
Oh, perfect.
In the flank, it's gonna be 6s.
The flank is a 5.
Oh, really? Their base is 4?
Yeah, they have 4s.
Okay.
Yeah, the sand skirmishers are crazy, man.
6, correct.
6s on 5s.
4 hits.
4 wounds. Panic test.
They do.
2, and they become weakened.
Yep, so that's the saving grace. However, I don't think it's going to save the Kingsmen all that well.
Do these guys have vicious? Do these guys have vicious?
Put this on the wrong guy, Nate.
Oh, sorry.
What?
These guys have vicious? How is it -2?
Pass.
They do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And,
Okay,
you're rolling once.
Yeah, he took a.
It's wounds. Kingsman, man. Kingsman. Roll a 1, we need it.
Skirmishers are charging Kingsman. Auto win.
Alright, before we roll,
Can do.
you wanna do that one?
Two ranks.
Yeah, you suffer
What,
1
6
hit for each miss.
So, we're gonna do this superior, martial superiority, which as you're rolling before you roll your attack die, the attacker suffers 1 hit for every miss. If the defender, doesn't matter.
Just 1 hit for every. Wow, 3 misses so far.
And he is weak, and we'd love to see that.
No misses, but there is a weakened token.
Let's go ahead and re-roll.
Rerolling all. Take that off, Nate. Oh!
All misses.
5 hits.
Yes!
5 hits.
Yes, that's the turning point. That's the turning point right there.
I'm done. Good game.
All right, good game.
Let's go!
MCL champion. Sidekick.
Great game.
Great game, you guys. Very well played. Put it all